Right.
I think overall it makes climbing a lot more viable.
Mm-hmm.
I think combat in general is a bit nerfed in full body. There are also a lot more random elements in a strange sort of way.
Random is one way to put it. That's for sure.
Like, can't pick up skulls. It's a new item added in full body. Or, sometimes you just turn invisible. Sometimes someone drinks one of those potions and you're just instantly invisible.
All right. And first up, we got Selena versus Hazel, I believe. Hazel is a kind of new blood in the Catherine scene, so this is their first tournament. Whereas Selena is kind of one of the representatives from Japan that we have here today. And she's a veteran from the original Catherine and is, of course, carried over to full body.
I'm really interested to see the character select here. There's a lot of different... Do we go... Does anyone go for Joker?
God,
Do
please
we get
no.
to hear last surprise?
Please, no. we in the Catholic community have got tired from hearing the last surprise because we never saw it coming. We really did it. But one thing to say, interesting that I'll note here is that since Hazel's a newer player, one thing you say from a lot of newer players is that they'll have a lot of fundamentals down in the game in terms of their climbing mechanics. So they'll be able to climb very quickly and go up the stage, but they not necessarily have the micro interactions down between sheep to sheep and combat and like navigating those difficult scenarios where like there's another sheep just pressuring you. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in this kind of set, to see how Selena interacts with Hazel and to see like how does Hazel respond to forms of aggression or positioning from Selena in these matches coming up.
Yeah, Selena might be able to get an early advantage just by getting right into Hazel's face and pushing them into a bad situation. But if Hazel's able to get a breakaway, maybe that goes in their advantage to, climb ahead and force the stage out.
And as we mentioned, since there's been a lot of small additions that increase the stability of the stage, it makes it harder to break that stages and force your opponent to come down or to interrupt their climbing. So like if you can get a clean breakaway, that's generally really helpful in terms of like keeping that distance and securing a victory.
Yeah. Looks like we're seeing the picks and bans here.
So for reference on the rule set, the way we're playing it is both the remix stage with the Tetris blocks is currently banned, and so is Prison because they thought Prison was fixed, but Prison is not fixed. So Prison's not legal, and so is the Tetris stage. So what we're doing is we're going through picks and bans, and we'll be left with one stage left.
Personally, I always ban out quadrangle first. I just don't have the brain capacity to not slide off.
True. And that has happened to a lot of people in tournament. It is a deceptive stage to maneuver, especially if you aren't really comfortable with the ice blocks, because they make you slide and lose control of your character.
Oh, are we starting on Imperio?
Okay, Imperio is a very interesting one because of the nature of it being extremely long. So that means like having a breakaway climb isn't as important because there's a lot of room to catch up on.
Yeah. Get one good trampoline placement and you can make up that distance very quickly.
So we're just going to wait and see if this is what they ultimately decide on, because I have very bad memories of this stage lasting like 7-8 minutes, and I just don't feel great after playing it sometimes. However, Torture would be very interesting because it is a classic stage.
Okay, there we go.
It's a good mix between having aggressive opportunities as well as being very easy to break away.
It's another thing, if Hazel's not, first in these sheep-to-sheep interactions, they might end up on standing on a spike block for just that second too long.
And you'll see newer more veteran players abuse the spike blocks in their positioning to trick players up. So we see our first item was the wine, and full body introduced a lot of new items, such as the wine glass. What the wine does is essentially gives you immunity for a certain number of seconds from both stage hazards and the opponent player. Wow.
Yeah, very surprising.
That was a quick dive kick.
Hazel on the offensive.
So if you get dove kick or hit from above like that, your character will fall unless there's another block for them to essentially land on. And if there's nothing, you will just fall to your death.
Oh, a skull.
Yeah, and what a skull does is it basically repeats your last move infinitely until you enter in a new action, a new input. Oh. Okay. I think that's rough, because what might have happened there is that Selena was trying to move to a spot Hazel was already moving into. And your character can't move if something's occupying that space, so they'll just turn and look like an idiot on top of the spike blocks, which is triggering, and you just get skewered.
Yeah, quick match in Hazel's favor.
Oh,
See, it was right back to Prison of Despair.
Running it back, which is somewhat dangerous.
That wine glass feels like a huge advantage on this.
Oh, that was so bad. So what you'll see in kind of the more shorter variations of Prison like this is that a player will pull out a block and kind of maneuver around with it as like a defensive wall around them. So they'll like climb up it and climb around it and use that to their advantage. In that case, Hazel used it to position around the middle to essentially set up a roadblock. Like, hey, Selena, you're going to have to go through me if you want to come this way.
All right, wine bottle on the approach. And the extra block.
Hazel is playing some good sidle defense, kind of staying above Selena there. And what that does is prevents her from going through him and having to find an alternate way around. So normally you could hit people in this situation, but oh wow.
Quick 2-0 from Hazel.
Wow, actually. Wow. So essentially what happened there is that Selena was caught lacking in that situation and got the block pushed out right from underneath him.
Torture chamber.
Only those who can ignore the pleas of those who could not escape their execution.
Was that the... We're playing first to 2, right? So
you know, we might not be.
I want to play first to 2. So are they playing a...
Best of 5? Or...
I would doubt that. Unless the first game was just like a...
Unless that was a button,
like
a hand warmer, yeah.
But they play like a full map. I don't know.
Very warm hands
We'll
going
see.
into
We'll
the
see.
second game.
Either way, Hazel's up either way. So...
Interesting, we're going back in.
I hope they know. I think this is supposed to be best of 2.
Well,
More Catherine, I'm not going to play either way.
I'm not complaining.
Okay, this is the new clock tower, which if you're familiar with the old one, had a lot of bombs on it. This one's a bit trickier because it's not necessarily a symmetrical stage. So as you kind of see, there's variations on both sides, and this will inherently create conflict on the stage, like what you're seeing now.
Yeah. Yeah, Selena put in a really bad position here.
Yep.
Maybe trying to farm for some items, or...
And just pay attention to how Hazel's moving. And Hazel's using his body as essentially a defensive roadblock and an offensive tool in that sense. Look.
Oh, this is a tough position to defend. There's 2 routes up. Oh, there we go.
Yep. So that's what you want to see. You're using your body defensively to throw your opponent off guard, forcing them to move through you, and then as the moment your opponent makes one mistake, you capitalize and swap onto the offensive and knock them off. Oh, and Hazel's going. Okay, yeah, that's true. So that will, if you get stuck in that dive kick combo where they keep hitting you down, you're stuck like that in full body. In Catherine, there are actually ways to get out of it, but in full body, you actually just die.
Yeah, difficult opening for Hazel to like take advantage of the chasing after that other side of the stage.
Oh,
I thought we were about to see a repeat.
yeah, because generally you can try to follow that up on that if your opponent is not paying attention.
All right, Selena using that X factor to get a little bit of a right out of that lead.
Yeah, so X Factor on this is because of how jagged the stage is, X Factor sometimes doesn't make a lot of difference until you get closer to the end and use it to like capitalize your win.
Oh, that's a difficult position.
And yeah, I want to see how Selena maneuvers with this skull, because you will see sometimes players who aren't super comfortable with it will avoid that skull block completely. But once you kind of get the rhythm down for it, some new, like more veteran players will just say, screw it, I don't care, I'm just gonna go.
Oh, it looks like Selena trying to avoid that dead end there.
So this is what I mean by the stage not being symmetrical. You have this exact arrangement, so it forces players to move in like awkward spots and to like compete with each other for the resource that is the path up. Ooh, Hazel's pushing, trying to put Selena on island. This is dangerous. Now they're invisible.
Oh, very okay. Selena entirely trapped. Oh. All right.
And that's the difficult thing with invisibility, is that if you don't have a good handle of your positioning, it's very easy to get lost.
Yeah, I feel like Selena turned that invisibility into a major disadvantage.
Because she got lost her footing and wasn't sure how to proceed from there. That top, though, was a bit complicated because it was
Yeah.
all dark blocks. So every interaction you take is an opportunity for your opponent to reposition and get an upper hand.
Yeah, honestly, it seemed like Selena did not have a good solve for that like end section. I think she was probably pretty close to the finish line
She
there.
was. It was in
but
sight.
Yeah, just no way to get
Capitalize
further
it.
up.
And that's kind of like the evaluation sometimes you have to make, is that you get a bad spot at the top where your opponent's too close and the actions you need to take to solve it take too long.
Yeah.
So you'll see more veteran players take an assessment of, do I want to try to commit to the solve or backtrack and play defense or offense to get the win another way? Because you have to remember, you don't have to get to the top to win. And we've seen it, right? That you can knock people off, you can play defense. So that's like some considerations people will have.
Yeah, a more veteran player might have decided to just set up a good defensive front near the top there and just wait for Hazel to put themselves in a bad situation.
And oh my Lanta, we've got the old king Dacid Bro himself. Is that Dacid?
Looks like Dacid there.
Versus new blood Bacon.
Clock tower.
Oh my Lanta. So again, Bacon is part of the newer generation of Catherine players, which label themselves as Saccharine, alongside players such as Hazel that we've seen earlier against more veteran old guard players like Dacid. Dacid, the original king of Catherine, was unbeaten for many years. And though people may think that he's washed, he's certainly a force to reckon with, and you cannot slack off against Dacid.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could only really call him washed if he's not actively beating you.
Yes, and for most people, he will still probably beat because he is just fundamentally, like, has a fundamental understanding of the game. Though, to be fair, I think a lot of us here probably haven't actively played in a while, so it's interesting to see that dichotomy because of the pandemic, there's not a lot of good sources for online play for Catholic. So a lot of people have become rusty and fallen out of practice, which presents an opportunity for newer players, right?
Yeah, this could be a tournament of a lot of upsets. I mean, we'll see. Maybe Dacid can make that comeback and claim that crown again. But
yeah, and it's difficult because there are still strong players. For example, MST from Japan is here, and Japan has a lot of skill in full body they haven't really shown in the United States.
Yeah, robust full body communities, specifically full body.
Yeah, and the one thing to understand is there's a lot that was changed from the original Catherine to full body in terms of the micro interactions between, sheeps and their movement and how they hit. And Japan has, since they've been playing it so much, they've got those micro interactions down on a more solid level than probably American players would have. So in terms of taking the whole tournament, it's going to come down to like your strength of your macro understanding of the stage versus, what you can do on a micro level in those small interactions that can make or break you.
All right, starting out on Inquisition. So, famously broken stage in
yeah,
Catherine.
Old Inquisition, busted. New Inquisition, I actually like. It is a very short stage, which you can see that they're almost at the end already, technically. So there's a lot of play available in terms of just positioning and fighting, because you can see the gold block there. It's very aggressive with how it's positioned.
Bacon taking that first round quickly.
Yep, and that's kind of the consequence you get with Inquisition, where there are certain formats, like this format in particular, if you push out one block, you get a 50-50, like that.
Oh.
That's the 50-50, that sometimes you can push the wrong way on Inquisition, and the gold block will just come down and you're just SOL. You're just done.
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do
interesting
about
map
it.
to pick for the first game, especially considering that Dacid didn't force any fight interactions near the bottom. Just kind of let Bacon climb.
Inquisition is definitely way more swingy if you're not forcing the issue. That's why I like playing Inquisition with the sole purpose of, hey, I'm going to go with this 50-50 and there's nothing you can do about it, or hey, I'm playing Inquisition so I can come over there and hit the hell out of you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of expecting from Dacid, is to just immediately run up into Bacon's face, but I don't think that's not what we got.
Of course, there's definitely more nuance to how you can play the stage because of the various variations.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd be surprised if we went back, though.
I would, okay.
Torture.
Okay, Torture is a distinctly NorCal stage. It is a stage of their people. And the old phrase would be, you shouldn't take NorCal Torture. So Dacid's back on his home turf, and I know he likes other stages like quadrangle. So if he gets an opportunity to go to torture, I'd love to see how he maneuvers on this one.
What punishment awaits the loser?
Okay. So Dacid's going for
Push out.
yep. And I kind of like this, even though torture is historically a difficult stage to push, simply because it forces your opponent to perhaps double guess.
Oh, an interesting item interaction there. The wine bottle breaking the invisibility early.
Yep. Wine, getting tipsy, that's how it goes. All right, David's got 2 wine bottles. He's getting tipsy. And I like what he's doing. He is trying to mix in a combination of small breaks and pushes and climbing to kind of keep his opponent honest. And
That's an unfortunate skull, but yeah, he has the glass of wine to back him up.
Ooh, exactly. Pulling out, using that wine to essentially his advantage to maneuver through the skull, to maneuver through the spikes. And Bacon was doing well climbing, but one momentary lapse of not paying attention to where that spike is all you need to fall apart.
Ooh, Dacid moving immediately onto Bacon's
I
side
love
of the
it.
stage.
And
Oh, kind of had to back off a little bit.
yep, but like you don't need to like get the kill confirmed essentially there, right? Because the way torture works is you can come back quite easily, as we can see David's doing. And what the kind of those goals of those micro situations is to keep your opponent honest and find a situation where they're lacking, right?
Oh, I really like that interaction of the glass of wine to move onto the spike block and stand. There we go.
See, Dacid is using his environment very aggressively. He was using the wine glass there, and he was using the blocks to push and pull around him to create offensive spots for him to essentially pressure Bacon. And what you're not looking for is like without, just an instant win off of that pressure, but like a continuous flow of pressure, and then eventually your opponent will crack. Catherine's a game where one mistake is over.
Yeah.
Right? One mistake, and then you lose your positioning, you die, something happens. So you're not necessarily forced to convert off of any single interaction, but keeping up that pressure gives you more opportunities to find that way.
Ooh, Cathedral for the 3rd game. Kind of a more a stage that rewards climbing a lot more.
Let's go.
We'll see if Bacon, who climbed out of Inquisition so quickly, is able to use this to his advantage.
The one thing to note, though, is that Cathedral is a much longer stage. So whereas Inquisition, like a quick climb, will get you out of it, Cathedral is one that's way more forgiving on the builds, the way you get up to it. As we say, everything works on Cathedral. And I think Dacid's a little lost in Invis.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he can make it out of this one.
Yeah, I think the Invis definitely tricked him up there. Because if you're not paying attention when that Invis pops and you don't know where you are, it's hard to figure out.
Just drop right off the stage or just end up totally lost like that.
One trick that does help is that there will be a small outline for you if you're hanging on the edge. So if you're invis and you don't know where you are, if you hang off an edge, it'll outline. So you can get that sort of safety net essentially.
Player 2 has gotten off to a slow start.
All right, Dacid's got this
Okay, double
dark
invis.
block. Ooh, kind of a scary situation here.
Ooh, that's a dangerous
Boxing
okay.
in the dark there.
Players must only refer to themselves.
All right,
in
see,
first
because of how forgiving Cathedral is, it's very quick to just turn around and reposition like that.
Ooh, out of that situation. Still has one more use on the X Factor.
I do not agree with how Dacid's using it, though. I think he should be using it way more aggressively. Because one thing that's different from full body compared to original
Oh.
Catherine is that item spawns are way more aggressive. So there's less incentive to essentially hold on to something that you've got. And Dacid's in a very precarious spot here.
Yeah, Bacon's really using this like dead end to
Oh
his advantage.
my!
Oh, well, yeah, pin doesn't hold in
Yeah, this is
Catherine
gonna be a
full
tie.
body.
This is going to be a tie more than likely.
Yeah, there we go. That's a tied game.
And that was really, Dacid was trying to go in for that kill there. With that X Factor usage, he was purposely making his way over to Bacon. So kind of props to Bacon for not
Yeah, just
collapsing
holding
under
out.
it.
Yeah.
So one thing that may be tricking up Dacid here is that Cathedral is one of the stages where they've added 1 or 2 more blocks to the start.
Yeah.
And this will mess up your beginning openings quite a bit.
Oh, I think that's it for Dacid. I don't think there's any way out of that.
Player 2
Yeah, no, he couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, right? Because like some of the normal openings you'd expect, from the original Catherine just doesn't carry over. You get stuck because it doesn't fall the way you're used to. There's more
Yeah.
stability.
Yeah, the stability really just the changes from Catherine to full body are really tripped up Dacid there. Gave Bacon a huge advantage.
And I'm not sure if that's exactly what did trip him up, but it looked like to me that he was pushing and pulling it away, expecting a result that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think of is because of those additional stability changes to some of these stages with additional blocks on the back to hold it together, that he was just not familiar with how it was falling.
And it's not just Dacid's mistake there. Bacon was doing a good job climbing quickly to force the camera away from Dacid, make it even harder for him to find that solve to get up.
Yep.
So yeah, credit to Bacon for closing him out.
And the other note to think of here is that as you do climb further and there's more levels between you and your opponent, the stage will actually fall faster as well. So it's not only a camera advantage you get, but you're putting a shorter clock on your opponent. You're forcing them to act more quickly because the stage will fall in more levels and it will fall more aggressively. So it's a double advantage there, right? That if you can get yourself a good lead and your opponent's in a confused spot, unless they can find a solve quick, you're good to keep climbing.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see who's up next. Maybe another one of these old versus new matches, or I see
Sig
Sig
and Adachi.
versus Adachi. Okay.
I'm not familiar with Adachi personally, but Sig is no slouch at full body in particular.
Yeah, Adachi is definitely not a veteran character, a veteran player to this game, but a veteran of climb cancels. I think Adachi's gone to every climb cancel so far, but no impressive placements, I think. But you know, I'm not gonna call Adachi bracket fodder, but you know, I'd be surprised if Sig doesn't lock this one out. Maybe Adachi's been practicing, has something up his sleeve, but we'll see.
The thing with Catherine is that since the brackets are generally so small, it's very difficult to label anyone as bracket fodder in particular.
That's very fair.
Because like every match could be like a straight killer in Catherine. Because people have been playing this game for years. People have a deep understanding from this game. Even if they haven't played it, just watching this game can give you a lot of intuitive information on how you can move and how you can approach situations. And
yeah, and I will say this about Adachi. He certainly played through the Catherine story mode, which, you know, it doesn't give you all the tools you need for competitive Catherine, but it does give you that just the solves and the climbing ability to at least get out of some of those opening interactions. But we'll see.
And listen, you don't need to beat the story mode to get in competitive at all. My first tournament was Genesis 4. I have not beat the story mode at that time. With one night of playing a drunk Australian, like literally for 12 hours straight, I got fourth in that competitive bracket.
Hey.
And that was from playing against Pen Ninja at the time and watching a lot of competitive play. So that's why I mentioned like studying competitive play is a very legitimate strategy to get good at this game because there's a lot of theory behind it in terms of how you move and how you interact that you can apply very easily because there's not a large like barrier to execution in terms of mechanics of the game. It's two button game for the most part, plus a D-pad, right?
All right, Adachi in a very relaxed position here.
Big chillin'.
Looking confident.
Only those who can remain.
I don't know. This could be an upset. You never know.
Look, listen. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, because it's absolutely haram, I would bet on Sig. Okay, Underground Cemetery. Underground Cemetery is the classic stage.
Yeah.
So it's very neutral.
An easy pick for. I'm betting Adachi's plan here is to try to climb out of this situation.
Yep. And we already
Just
see that.
avoid as much interaction as possible.
And you already see with Sig is that he's throwing in a few tricky pushes here and there to keep Adachi honest and see. Okay.
Okay.
Look at the
Adachi
position.
just moving on to the next possible solve. Oh, all right.
Okay, I'll hold down the sword. Sig is breaking away very solidly here. Now Adachi doesn't know what to do, and all it takes is Sig to throw in one few 2 hits, a few small interactions to throw your opponent off, and to cause him to miss position to allow you to capitalize on what Sig is doing here. All right, welcome. I'm now joined by Solar Flare.
Solar Fair.
Solar Flare.
I'm back here. Back in commentary. I had a quick break.
I thought you were Solar Flare.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Oh, you were like making me doubt my own self, right?
No, it is Solar Fair, but I
Oh.
made it that name on purpose so people would think it's Flare.
Player 1, you're running out of
You got
time.
me, actually. You actually got me. You
It's the
actually.
only time I've ever beaten you at anything.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Player
Well.
2 has surged.
And it looks like Sig is getting a daichi here right now
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's, you know. Sig knows how to climb.
Yeah, and the other thing to keep in mind is that only climbing will maybe not get you super far in Catherine. It'll definitely get you places. But what Sig is doing is he's doing a mix of very solid quick climbing and a mix of 1 or 2 interactions to displace a
back,
daichi. Yeah.
Keep on his feet. I saw the Mr. Game tournament, they're going into worms.
Worms?
Yeah, one of the Worms Worlds, I guess,
Oh
came
my
out.
lord.
Yeah. So they had problem. They were going to do Ooga Booga, but they couldn't get it to work, so. All right.
Disappointment. Mystery has been super fun. All right.
Okay.
So now we have a little bit more even footing, so it'll be
So-
interesting to see what Sig does here.
Because I don't play this game as much, it's interesting to see the X Factor coming out in the lead instead of just from behind.
And part of the reason why that happens is with that extremely aggressive play from Sig while having the skull on him,
Yeah.
is that in the full body, item spawns are way more randomized than they are in the original.
Okay, that's
Uh,
interesting.
Yeah, no, in the original Catherine, the strength of your items and the rate at which they spawn is actually determined by the distance between 2 players. So for instance, if you're further...
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get the combo there and just take him down all the way, but I guess he didn't know that he could maybe, or?
It's difficult because when you have a lot of fundamental understanding of Underground, you can fight in those small interactions and push out and keep a solid position.
Oh, I guess you're up on.
All right, now it's my turn. I must depart.
Yes.
Farewell.
Goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. So, Catherine full body. I'm more of a player of the original Catherine, so I know about the base game mechanics, and there's a couple things I know, but I'm not too in touch with how this game works comparatively. So, I'll do my best on commentary, point out some key interactions, talk about player history because I know a little more about that. All right. Club Soda versus Linus. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't get a Ooga Booga to work.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're going with Worms instead.
God, you ever play Worms?
I've played a little bit.
Yeah, I never played
Fun
Worms.
game.
But every time I see the game, I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Gunbound.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old, like,
Pre-2001 game.
I don't know if it was 2001. Maybe it was actually out then. We used to play on, like, IJJI,
Okay.
that
Yeah.
old, like, MMO website.
I played a little bit of Worms in like college, I think.
Yeah, is
So
that like
by
when you have to like
place,
arc
yeah.
shots and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like Gunbound.
There's a bunch of super like crazy wacky things, so you get like.
Right.
It's supposed to be like really funny,
Okay.
but it's mostly just like aiming and then getting your super weapons at certain times and taking out other worms.
Right. So look, up next we got Linus versus Club Soda.
Yeah.
Linus, probably gonna win.
Linus has a much bigger history in this game.
He
than
did win
Club
Evo.
Soda
He
does.
did
I
win-
think
he won the
Club
la-
Soda did not even hear about this game until yesterday. It was the first time he found out Catherine was a game that exists. He's pretty much solely here for Windjammers and has been doing pretty well in everything else.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
he was playing last night in the hotel.
Was he doing good at Catherine? Were you teaching him the ropes?
Someone else was teaching him.
Okay.
I think I was playing Ultra Fight.
Ultra Fight, yeah. You got third place, Ultra Fight?
Fourth. I got
okay.
fourth.
Fourth place, yeah.
Dasset got third.
Right,
Yeah,
nice.
Dasset beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That, who's the character that, MST and
Oh,
Kat are
Batobi?
playing?
Oh no, Anna.
Anna, that
Yeah.
character is like really
Yeah,
something.
she's something.
And yeah, I don't know if we talked about it on stream at all, but the creator of,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
Keontae.
made the
a-
GIF. He's so fast.
yeah, he made a GIF of Batobi like as soon as he won, he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna make a little meme about this character just doing his little punches."
Yeah, he's
so
great.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I think he watches like most of the tournaments. He's great.
Yeah.
Settings.
So,
Battle another.
fun fact about full body is that you don't have to beat the single player mode to play 2-player.
Fantastic. Now people
Right on
know.
the screen, yeah.
Now people know this mode exists.
And we don't have to have special setups with everything beaten.
Yeah, that was always pretty annoying.
Yeah.
A lot of Vincent play. I haven't really seen people play Vincent that much.
I'm a fan of good old-fashioned Blue Sheep.
Yeah, I played Vincent because it was there. Like I didn't get to go back to the thing. But
I would play Orange Sheep if I could, but
they killed him.
they killed.
He's
Well,
gone.
he's in the training mode, right? Like in the story mode.
Oh right.
Because originally the one who taught you is Red Sheep,
Yeah.
and they like switched it, I guess. Red and blue make a little more sense
Yeah,
as
I know.
colors to choose than red
I
and
don't
orange.
know. Orange is classic.
But what's the? We'll either find a way. I couldn't finish the quote in
Inquisition.
time. Inquisition is
Very short stage. The shortest stage
yeah.
in the game. I think it's like 3 or 4 variations at the very top.
Yeah.
One's a 50-50.
still a lot better than classic Inquisition.
Oh yeah. Jazz actually put this version
look,
into classic.
Is that a climb cancel I see?
Doing the namesake? Okay, this is the button check.
Yeah. The tournament is called climb cancel for that tech right there. Is it useful in full body at all? Do you know?
It's it's as useful as it is in classic and
So mandatory.
in that it's a bait that it's like to bait opponents to like come hit you.
And to
which used to be
BM at the goal.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You
It's
always
mostly
gotta climb cancel on the goal block to
you're
get
right.
there.
It's mostly for BMing.
Yeah.
But it's like a if you're it's like a way to make a person whiff and then punish them.
Yeah.
So hasn't really worked in a.
So if you see the
very
mini map
effective
on
in a
the
while.
side there, you can see how fast they climb up this tower because it's so short. Usually the tower is always the same size, but usually they don't move as fast up the side of it.
Right. Oh, and this is the one with 50-50.
Oh, just go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's still alive. Linus still needs to go. Oh.
I'm going to pretend that was Sketchy State.
He might have been in sketchy state, but
Does it even exist in this game?
I don't remember.
But yeah, that's how it would be triggered.
Yeah.
By hitting off the back of the tower and catching on a lower block.
Oh.
And there are no pins in this game, are
Ooh.
there?
Club Soda not really aware that there are all spike blocks
Yeah.
down there.
He does not. Club Soda should not be on the back of the stage.
No, or should hold a direction when he gets down there. Yeah, those spike blocks will kill you if you don't move out the way.
Yeah. But if you fall on the spikes,
Yeah.
you're dead anyway.
Yeah, that's I think that's just like a raw knowledge check on about
Yeah.
knowing what blocks are about there because they're kind of hard to see.
Do you still call it a top bunk chakra on this game?
Yeah, why would we change it?
Sure.
Shout outs to Kara Cancel. Miss her.
Yeah.
Inquisition.
Only
Quadrant. Clocked. Spire. The
And we're
Cathedral.
going to-
The Imperio.
Imperio.
Yeah.
eyes focused on the
They killed my
light above
stage.
will ascend.
They did. Look what they did to my boy.
this is a cool stage, but I missed the monster blocks.
The monster blocks were fun. I do like the spring. I think it was very fun to
Yeah.
add. In practice, I mean, there are some problems with it. Not problems, but there are like when you hit a spring, if you don't grab onto another layer, it takes forever for you to fall back down. It feels bad, but
Yeah.
it is interesting because.
And man, for falling behind on the stages,
Yeah.
rough. You really have to like try to memorize the
Yeah.
the
But
layout.
it seems almost obvious because the springs are like a big part of story mode. Like in
Right.
story mode stages, springs help you out a lot in some places. So it's cool to kind of add a stage with this.
just body blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Linus.
Yeah, you cannot follow people up the stage, believe it or not, unless they let you. And Linus is not going to let Club Soda do that.
Okay, yeah. Club can see it. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he can't. He didn't see the side all around. Ooh, Club might be a little slow.
This stage has so many solutions.
Yeah,
because of
he has to drop
trampolines.
down and start moving to the left side of the stage.
It doesn't
Yeah.
help that he can't see himself still.
Yeah, the camera on this stage, online, if online was good, this would be fine because in online in this game, you both have separate control of the
Oh,
camera.
okay, that makes sense. But it's just, it's difficult because, once you get ahead in this stage, you really pressure because the higher up you are, the faster stage falls and the less you
Yeah.
can see yourself. So it's really easy to get a huge advantage on this stage just by that. And like, if he gets on this, that was a little clever thing to do there.
Fancy
Just gonna
defense.
block him.
Yeah, I don't know if Club should be using that that item in particular.
Something's happening.
Yep.
Was there a pillow hit? An invisible cursed pillow hit?
Yeah, nice drop kick from Linus.
Yeah.
Player 2 has
As he's solving, he's blocking.
which is very, very important in this game. Yeah, Linus is like going around the outside. Still has X Factor. Oh, lost it. But so far ahead. Yeah. Oh, does he see the spring block like that? I don't think Slub does.
Yeah, I think this is kind of.
Oh yeah, he's a little lost in sauce.
I don't think he knows how to
You
solve
can see
this.
that ring wrap around that spring block was good, but I just don't think he saw it. Yeah, this was a rough. He picked a rough 2 stages to pick for his first tournament match.
Yeah. Usually you see like underground.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been banned, but
Who bans underground? Come on.
me.
You despicable man. This is. Do you know where you are?
Why ban it?
This is the underground. I mean, okay. There's something to be said about letting Shas go to underground, but besides
Yeah,
that,
and Jordy, they're both very good at the game at the stage.
I mean, yeah. Okay, they're both very good at every stage, but
Yeah, but those two in particular.
yeah. When I think of Jordy, I think of Cathedral.
Yeah,
I think of him going to Cathedral and
And
just
just
climbing.
no
He
interaction.
doesn't want any weird gimmicks, any weird tricks. He just wants to climb.
Yeah, he's fast. It's like underrated how fast he is. I feel.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like,
if you don't interact with Jordy, you're just gonna lose.
yeah.
Though I don't think he's entered. I think he's mainly focusing on getting the mystery tournament keep going.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll see him tomorrow in Classic.
Let's see, who do we have up next?
Next we have
Who knows?
2 players who are both. Okay.
Ooh, Cat and Linus. Okay.
Ooh, this is gonna be a match. So, I as far as I remember, the history of Cat was very good at Classic, and
It still is.
yeah. And then when Full Body came out, was like one of the people that really just like grasped onto it.
Oh yeah,
and took off with it.
she
like-
really took to it. I think she got like
Yeah, she got like
second or
first place or
third
something.
at like the first
Yeah.
U.S. full body tournament at Michigan Masters.
And the
Or-
last tournament, I know
what was
she
the last
lost.
tournament? Evo? Was Evo the last tournament?
Oh, I mean, last climb cancel.
Oh, last climb cancel.
I know that she lost in winners to Shas. Don't know what
Yeah,
happened
that
in
was
losers.
rough.
Yeah, but
No, I think she lost in losers to Shasta.
Oh, it was?
I knocked Shasta into losers.
you put Shas in losers, and then he
in full body.
and then he loser round?
Yeah, then he came back.
yeah, he did some Shas things.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Plot armor.
Yeah, I think at the
Yeah.
only Evo that full body has been at so far.
Yeah,
Linus won, Cat got second.
yeah, she did really well.
Yeah, she
So, I mean,
Super
there
well.
you go, first and second. We'll see what happens here now. I think Cat can take it.
Yeah. Yeah, Linus hasn't super been playing. Especially full body.
So now Cat's in New York. Do you play her often?
No, she's in the city. I'm not in the city.
Oh, okay, you're upstate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upstate-ish. Newark's big.
It's a very big state. Yeah. Big
People
state,
are gonna
lots of
laugh at
land.
me for saying that, but I drive all over the Northeast for work, and like
Yeah, it's not. If,
up,
if it's
upstate
just
New York
the city,
is a different
yeah.
state.
It's not anything like the rest of it.
Yeah, up about like Potsdam and stuff, like the Canadian border.
But I bet if you do Parsec, the connection's probably not that bad.
Oh yeah, I mean it's even when she was in Maryland, it wasn't that bad.
And if you're interested in playing Catherine,
Yeah, come stop at the Discord.
yeah, stop the Discord for sure.
Hit up any one of us. We can get you that link. Yeah, most people are super like open to play.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of new players playing who are always feeding for matches. Can't really play full body online, but we play classic and
It'll get you going, yeah.
yeah. Okay, this looks like a body check.
Yep.
Yeah, they added a third bunch to this game. No more releasing on X. They got to release with Circle now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's a weird muscle memory to get like get. It's like, why am I not moving? Oh, right.
I wonder why they did that.
What?
Change the button.
Torture chamber.
Only those who can ignore
Yeah.
the pleas of
I don't
those
know.
who could
Strange.
not escape their executions.
All right. So now torture. Yeah, I think Cat like this stage, and I know a lot like this stage because this stage has like a lot of 3 high walls, which means it's kind of hard to climb. So this is a very like fight heavy stage and a lot of spikes that you can kind of like move around and mess with your opponent with.
Very interactive stage.
Yeah.
Ready?
I know a lot of people in Classic don't like this stage because it lags, but turns out the new
early
systems
start.
are a little stronger than the old ones. They're both doing some very good climbing.
Yeah, of course, you can't use
Ooh.
any items. The footsies. Yeah, just get out of there. Yeah, cat playing is fairly slow.
I mean, there's not a lot you can do with this like layout. You're just pushing out because you don't want to give the other person advantage if you get caught.
Right, yeah, pushing is slow. Ooh, nice hit. Yep. Nice. Good job catching. Yeah, looking like they're not really trusting the fact that you can pull on spike blocks in this game.
I wouldn't. It's too risky for me.
Ooh, yeah, pop that and just leave. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she has all the time in the world.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was very good.
Pop
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And now you just have to fight.
Just pull and leave. Yeah,
And there
you're
you
good.
go.
You're good.
Yeah, very well done.
That item is strong. I think the only real downside of that item is like you really have to pay attention for when it runs out.
Yeah. Because if you're not paying attention, the other person's just gonna reverse it on you.
Yeah, and there's no like sound effect or like anything. It's just the animation
It just
stop.
goes, yeah. It's not a very strong animation. It kind of like fades in and out already. So.
And it's amazing how often items.
That
spawn
is
in
such a
this
good defensive item. Like in
just dropping the hood over people.
classic, it's not. It's all. It's. I mean, it's much more for solving. You don't do too much defense with it.
No,
Interesting solve here.
I wonder what kept thinking. Yeah. I think she was trying to maybe avoid the skull.
Another skull. Does the shield stop you from? Oh.
Yes.
From getting hit by the skull?
If you're both in shield, you can still drop kick the other person.
No, I was gonna say if you're in shield, can you still collect the skull or not?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It blocks it.
Nice.
Thankfully. That'd be
1-1.
wild.
This is. I mean, both players won by climbing to the top.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen any like detrimental fights, which is, I guess a little unusual for this stage. A lot of times it's more of a fighting, because one hit can lead you onto spikes and kill you instantly.
Yeah. Ooh, nice DQ.
And just as I say, it always goes to the top. Linus gets a nice.
That was a great push from Linus.
Yeah. Where do you think Kat's gonna go?
Let's see. She loves the new Imperio. She's a big fan of the Imperio in this game.
Are there any bans?
Like banned stages?
Yeah. Like are they allowed to have banned?
Yeah. I think it's no bans in finals.
Okay.
Maybe one ban, I think.
Torture chamber. Underground ran remix. Close in the Imperial.
Only those who
Yeah,
keep their
Imperial.
eyes focused on the light above
Nice call.
will ascend. This
It's an okay stage. It's like once you get moving, it's just like it's weird because like sometimes you just get spring blocks for a couple levels on a row. It's like okay,
Yeah.
you just have to do this for a little while.
So I know this isn't the same game, but who is the current Emprex of Imperio?
Me.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a cabin a little while ago, and yeah, I took it back from Cat and then I defended it against Jordy and Shaz.
Okay.
awaits the loser.
Sucks that that's the only time I've ever beaten Shaz in any set is when we do Imperial matches.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, at least we named somewhere. It counts for something. What do you do here? You have to.
Oh,
That was really cool.
Should have dropkick canceled.
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't have to waste the time on the on the
Ooh.
spring block. Ooh, what happened?
I think
What
you just
happened?
pressed X.
Yeah, I think maybe Cat ran in the way and he thought he was gonna go over before she got there.
Yeah.
Even then, you can get a hit out of sight on this game, which is a big change. That might actually be the biggest change in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Little, patient play to get that X.
I wonder if she could have went on the outside right here.
Slide
push-
around?
Yeah. Go into that where that spring block is. Push right, push left, go around, and you have the X factor maybe. Might be a little bit faster.
Oh
yeah.
no, the double skull. You gotta take it.
Yeah. This is actually some of the hardest like solves in versus mode.
Yeah, because you don't want to you get crushed if you play it wrong.
Yeah, and then there's just a lot of weird things jutting out in weird directions. Yeah, Lion's getting kind of.
So you just to catch up here.
And I like the invisible on this stage because it's kind of hard to like keep track of where the opponent is. Ooh, no hit.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get a crush.
Yeah, I thought that was it. Linus aware. But where do you go? You gotta get out. Yeah, this is weird. You gotta get out of here.
Can you crush kill people in this game?
Sometimes. It's weird with the
It has to be dark block, right?
with the 3x3. You can get them if they're on a corner
Okay.
of where they spawn. And I've gotten the dark block crush once, and I'm not sure how or why it worked. Ooh, Lonnie's bringing the stage down to Cat. Oh, and the hot spawn. This is the end of the end of the thing. Is everybody on the outside?
You're too low. You can't see yourself. I mean, just waiting here is just gonna be a death sentence anyway.
Yeah, to see. Just can't have the solve.
I mean, it's over either way.
Didn't matter.
Is there double rose glitch in this game? Not that it would matter in this situation, but
I know so little about this, about this game.
The first game is one of the most jank games ever. There's a lot of counterplay for everything. It's really nice, but I mean, we don't know exactly how much the jank transferred over. They got rid of a lot of it, but we don't know exactly how much.
This game's a little more honest.
Yeah.
What is that?
The Imperial.
Is that 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1. Cat counterpicked it.
Spiral. I think
Worked
it was
out well
Spiral.
for her.
Yep, Spiral. No question.
Yeah, the Texas special.
Silent does like this stage. I think she's also fairly good at it.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Wasn't the Texas tournament named after the
Oh
spiral
yeah,
tech?
Portal Walk.
Portal Walk,
I
yeah.
think so.
Round
Yeah, she had some Shigataro and then Wobbles.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that Wobbles had a brief stint as a Catherine player.
Yeah, that was
That was cool.
it's fun.
Ooh, I'm surprised. Cat break. Yeah, this is rough. Still has a block to work
Oh,
with.
you can just walk over the portal with a shield. Great.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that. I was like, are you kidding me? I thought that was like a big
right.
flaw.
I keep forgetting it. So in classic, when you fall down a layer, you get that immediate block. This one, the space has to be 2 down before you actually grab on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, so hits are a lot more,
Yeah, getting something pushed out
punishing.
from under you is way more punishing.
I would farm it out right now.
It might not be time.
Yeah.
Do a skull.
Good skull. That was a good solve, though.
Yeah, just side all the way around. Yeah. Inside of back all the way around. Yeah, Cat trying to get an item because this is a kind of bad. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Player 2.
Yeah, Spiral has like sometimes the hardest solve at the top if you don't have an item.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it just gives it to you. It's pretty interesting.
You're running out of time.
They both like the same opening.
Yeah, just getting rid of that portal block.
Who will emerge the victor?
Ooh.
Okay, now
okay,
this is
that
the
invisible was cool.
scariest stage to be invisible on, though.
Oh, I think Cat. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that could have just been
Yeah, it could've
game
been just
over
drop
for
kick.
Linus.
Yeah, I think Cat is trying to keep the wine.
Well, if Cat climbs up, she's worried that Linus is just going to step down and push the portals under her.
Yeah. Oh, what does she do? Oh yeah, get an item.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The goal is
Yeah.
almost there.
Use this.
There you go.
Yeah, doesn't look like she's like really
Oh,
internalized.
she gets another shield.
Yeah.
I would just use the shield and grab the next one, but you know,
Oh, just
doesn't matter.
another-
It's another shield.
Yeah, she has time to kind of figure
It
this
just
out.
turns this stage into like a normal stage.
Ooh, it doesn't matter.
So bad. It wasn't a good solve.
All right, yeah,
but
this is game point.
she didn't really have another. I mean, with that portal block there, she couldn't sidle around. She couldn't
Yeah, it was rough. Maybe
push anything
go,
on top of it.
maybe go for a collapse there while you still had the
Yeah.
shield. And also X on this stage is really good because now you don't instantly climb up. You instantly go into sidle. So you can just keep going. Yeah, if anything, I would.
What do you like about player
Man, I would actually just pull less, especially if you have X. Ooh, nice 3D solve.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's really good because now they're dark blocks, so like getting back up is fairly good. Let's see, is Cat just gonna take it to or just gonna leave?
Yeah, this looks pretty well. Really good position. That was really good push by Linus though, stopping her solve. But she has an item.
Yeah, that push actually gave her. Linus' push actually gave her that item.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. When you're
Too
behind,
bad.
you really got to be careful pushing out rows. Yeah, she has to be careful. Oh, great. Yes, love to see this. Okay. Yeah, Cat can just keep playing defense here.
That's all you have to do. You don't have to get to the top as long as you can stop your opponent from
Yeah, Linus
getting further. Linus doesn't have anything. He's just farming right now.
Even-
When in doubt, you gotta farm it out.
Yeah, maybe try and get some wine to get over there.
There it is.
But even then,
He's
where
still
does he go?
such a strong defense.
Where does he go though? Oh no! I didn't. I thought there was a block under there.
Oh, he need a little more time.
That is it.
Yeah, he's gonna sit there.
Way to go, player 2.
Oh, looks like I'm up. All
Okay.
right.
Hello. Perfect. Okay. I will see you guys later.
What is going on, family? We are here and we are live.
We got the Saccharine takeover. We are now the new commentators.
Saccharine Takeover. I'm Flats. This is Hazel.
Hazel Pop,
We're professionals.
very professional, I will say.
We got the VG Bootcamp branding back here.
Right? Yeah.
Are
it's
we
like
on VG Bootcamp right now?
type shit? Yeah. Oh wait, am I allowed to? Oops.
Oh, my bad. Speedrun Nation. Speedrun Nation.
Speedrun Nation.
Let's go. Yeah, so currently we're waiting on Bacon King versus Sig.
How do you think this game's about to play out? Oh my God, he's
I
gonna get the
mean,
photo.
I really haven't seen either of them play full body, so I couldn't tell you.
I will say,
Obviously,
though-
we know Sig is really good.
Right.
Obviously, we know Bacon's really good. It's just like, what can we do? Sig obviously has a lot of experience on Bacon.
Thing is though, on some stages at least, I play very similarly to Sig, so Bacon might know what to do. Like, maybe on like Underground, etc. Me and Sig have very similar play styles, but it all comes down to what stage they choose.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, the stages are definitely interesting when it comes to, full body. That seems to be my biggest struggle with the transition. That was really funny, that moment with Dacid and Bacon.
Right.
With the pins.
Wait, which one?
One of them got the pin on the other, and they kind of just sat there. No one was hitting A or circle. You know how
yeah.
you could hit the flip? So
I
I
don't
thought
know-
that was really funny.
Yeah, very. Because I don't know how good Dacid is at this game. I think, because obviously he's really good at Classic, but
Spiral core.
once, oh, is it starting?
Those who can
Sounds
seize
like it.
opportunities amidst the
But
endless
no one's at the stand right now,
depths
unfortunately.
will
It looks like we got Shaz preparing things
Beware
over there.
the black holes.
Oh, no, that's Bacon sitting down. I can't recognize people from behind. So Bacon's prepared. We're waiting on Sig, and then we're getting right into it. Speedrun Nation. Shout out to Swan for being top 3 on the Catherine full body speedruns.
Wait, it's not full body, it's just Classic.
Oh, Catherine Classic. Never
Shout
mind.
out Swan.
Shout out Swan in general for having top 3 for
Bro.
the Speedrun Nation.
Shout out Saccharine.
Shout out Saccharine. Always shout out Saccharine.
Light product placement that we got going on here. All right, game starting. Looks like they're just doing bands right now.
I wish we could see the.
Oh wait, they're not even
No,
there.
yeah, Sig's still not there.
Now he is. All right. But I will say, Bacon even being able to defeat Dacid, in my opinion, proves that he might have some sort of a chance against Sig. But I will say, Sig is obviously way more experienced in full body.
Right. In general, but
Right.
I think full body takes a lot of the skill gap out of this game, if you ask me.
Especially on stages like Clock Tower, Cathedral, since a lot of strats that worked on those stages only worked on Classic.
Right.
Now that it's full body, it's like you can either only do the bare minimum, which obviously won't help you much, or just go for some funnies.
If you could even hit the funny, Sig always seems prepared for him.
Right. I don't
Got a
know.
lot of hard
I don't know
reads
who
over
taught
here.
Sig the funny, but he definitely knows about it. We're gonna have to shout out funny once we see it, if we see it.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Look at those decisions. Let me see if I could zoom in. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what they're picking. Just kidding. Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna place a thank you. I'll place a bet on. I say they're going to torture. Either torture or clock.
Something tells me they're going to end up on quad or cathedral.
They got the full zoom in going.
Thank you.
Thank
man.
you. Whoever's handling the camera, thank you so much.
You're my guy, man. What's your name, stream man?
Thank
Noah?
you.
Thank you, Noah. All right, perfect. Seems like the moment of truth. We're getting the controllers plugged in.
Right.
I'm hearing some PlayStation menu. What do you think he's doing? Rebinding?
I'd assume no, because this is the English version, so they have no reason to. no reason to
okay.
rewind.
Honestly, I kind of like Circle X on full body. If you
Seriously?
ask me, yeah.
I wish I could figure that out.
I mean, I play on Switch, so I think that's what makes it a little bit easier.
That is true, yeah. I have never played this on Switch, I will say.
Underground cemetery.
It's definitely a lot prettier on here. I think the colors are very strange on
Yeah,
this game.
yeah, it looks a little weirder, but overall, as expected, this game is very pretty on PlayStation.
Definitely.
Just full body in general, very pretty game. Game starting up, where'd they go? Underground? Nice.
I should have said Underground.
Should have said Underground.
I meant to say, did I say Cathedral? No,
What'd you
kidding. I said, did I say Cathedral? Because I meant Underground. I don't know if you guys know this, but Hazel rents out Underground. Incredible, assertive start from Sig. He's climbing so fast right
Very
after that
fast.
hit, and it's looked like he's already getting defensive with,
If I were Bacon,
his
I would
options
go for
coming
the
up.
stage breaks, but
Okay.
okay. Bacon getting it back. Oh,
Oh, good God,
very,
that combo
very
was
yeah,
insane.
Insane combo right there.
We're coming in round 2. Sig has a lot of, mental momentum, it seems. He's really seems to be collected. He tried hitting the bacon.
Nearly tried hitting him with the Bacon, which would have been insane. I think in full body, since you go much faster, the Bacon is way harder to hit.
Yeah, like in theory, he would have fallen for it, but he's
Right.
pretty quick.
Sig with the skull. Wait, how did the skull run out so quickly?
I'm not entirely sure. Okay, good block
But yeah,
placement.
amazing block right there. Putting him in the lead for like a slight minute.
Okay,
Kind of
and then
blocking
that
Sig's
fall,
path
the fall
there.
worked out in his favor a lot. Looks
He's
like
gonna
he
need to
has a
push
few
out
more
here,
things
yeah.
to push out.
But the skull's gonna mess him up.
Okay.
I
There we
think
go.
Bacon's going for the push, but the skull just kept.
Yeah, the skull
I'd go
kind
for
of
it
messed
now,
him
though.
up a little, but
For
Bacon
sure,
still
yep,
is
there
in an
he is.
advantageous position.
He's gonna go for that X, double X. I don't think that does anything in full body.
Wait, I don't know why he didn't use it. Oh no, he's one. That's why.
Both of them in
Yeah,
a very good
XX.
spot, but I think Sig has it because of that X. Yep.
Game 1
Game
to Sig.
one, Sig, yeah.
Man, seeing Sig move quickly
Very, very quick.
is scary.
I thought the normal movement speed in full body was quick, but Sig just has it.
Mink, 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 mink.
Lovely soundtrack. So glad they didn't mess that up. If I
Where
had
do
to
you think they're
guess,
going now?
I'm saying they went.
Underground cemetery.
They ran it back.
Maybe they ran it back. I think they're going.
Never mind.
Yep, they go
Cathedral.
Cathedral. Oh, just messed up the headset.
Turns
There
out
you
I did mean to say Cathedral. Looks like Sig's jamming out. He must have some like really powerful music.
No,
playing right
I've heard Sig's bracket playlist. It's very insane. Not my style. Well, it is definitely my style. Me and Sig have very similar music tastes, but it's not what I'd listen to during bracket. Ooh, very
think Sig's
interesting
insane?
opening from Sig. I've never seen that even on Classic.
Yeah, that was interesting. Okay.
Bacon's still in that.
Yeah,
I
Bacon
think
has
he's-
really interesting positioning
Yeah.
right now. That was a cool little push out that happened. X Factor, it seems like, why is he running from the X Factor? Maybe he wanted to use the block first?
Either that or it's the skull. I'd assume it's the skull, but I might be wrong.
It seemed like the skull came after it popped up. There we go.
Another X for Bacon.
Yeah, go around the side, Bacon. I think Bacon's a little nervous. There we go. His head's back in the
Perfect.
game.
But Sig definitely catching up to him.
It's alright, you still got the X back there. Bacon seems to be making decisions a little slower.
Oh
than
my
usual.
god.
A shout out to whatever the hell happened. I was watching Bacon's decisions.
Yeah,
Did
same.
you see that?
Yeah, I did not
I
notice
saw him
what
get crushed.
Yeah, but I didn't see how. I mean, the Sig is when you get crushed by the gold block, so I wouldn't put that past him.
Alright.
I would have taken that X,
Player 1 is in the lead.
Yeah.
but I
What
guess
can
it's
you
not
do?
that powerful in full body.
Bacon's trying to hit some sidle defense, even though that's not really a thing, is it?
I'm not too sure actually. I'd assume so. That seems just like a weird thing to remove,
Yeah,
but
invisible.
that is the full body trademark after all.
Let's see.
The goal is almost
Another X back there. He used it prematurely, but it's okay.
Still kind of got the advantage. I spoke way too soon. I'm sorry,
Oh.
Bacon.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Pull that.
Great job avoiding that skull right there. Okay.
I think he should have grabbed it because he's putting himself into this
Oh?
situation. Yeah,
But he still might have
that was
something
weird.
here.
That was weird.
But yeah, I don't know what happened there. I can't even. Now they're invisible. The fact that this is still being solved is very impressive to me. No way.
This is the weird part about this
Yeah.
game.
Oh
Being able to
my-
hit people from the side, that was a very great
was-
win from Bacon. But that interaction was just
That was
like,
just- that would
what
not-
in
that
the
would-
world?
That would not happen in Classic.
Obviously not, but
Yeah.
that's really interesting how you could hit people on the wall.
Right. And that just seems like a weird like choice from Atlas. Shout out Atlas.
Atlas, from my understanding, they weren't so happy about how much we were fighting in this game.
According to Linus, yes.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, with a game like this, it does seem more designed upon solving and racing with the multiplayer. I don't think they really intended for us to be battling like how we do in Classic.
Yeah, man.
Bacon not being able to pick a DLC character definitely working in at his disadvantage here. Bacon would be winning this if he got to pick Joker.
Player 1 is lagging behind.
Ooh.
Damn, that was really good from Sig. 'Cause that was just
Player 2.
quick.
Yeah, quick little push out. I wasn't even sure. I wasn't even ready to have any thoughts. I love Torture, though. I'm glad they're taking it to
Amazing
Torture.
stage, yeah. I don't know about the decision to take Sig to Torture, because, you know, Sig went as far as to create his own opening for the stage.
I mean, he's a pioneer. He's a pioneer. Well, that was weird.
Basically, if you're sidling on a block, you don't get hit if they try to hit you. It's the exact same as Classic, except the animation is still.
comes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very weird.
I'd sidle right here. Oh no! Damn, I think that's it.
Player 2
Yeah.
wins.
That was a great push on Sig's
Amazing.
part.
Yeah.
The spikes coming up, man. Sometimes you can't really account for those spikes. Well, in a situation like that.
Right.
Shout out to Sig. He deserved that one. Big brain
For sure.
Sig taking
Insane brain.
moving up in winners bracket. We now got Bacon moving into losers. We're just gonna keep on going, man. Saccharine Nation,
Saccharine
Saccharine top
takeover.
3.
Saccharine top 3. Saccharine takeover.
And actually, let me take a look at the. You're up next, Hazel, I believe.
Oh, seriously?
Let me double check the bracket here. I'm checking for you. What's up, cousin? Reunited at the stand.
After all these years.
That push at the end right there was, Bacon clearly wasn't ready for it. Very impressive.
Yeah.
There. I will say, in that first game, your speed, like, especially not being familiar with this game, you were like, right to the top.
Yeah, I'm okay at this game.
Yeah. Okay. Nice modesty. I appreciate it. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
a terrific game.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all y'all so good so quickly.
We're
Yeah,
trying.
yeah, y'all got really fast, really good, really fast. But yeah, just need time to like know, like, hey, don't step here, because like that's a push.
Right. I mean, I owe it to you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even know this game existed. Or hopefully, eventually, I'd learn about it. But
Yeah, I'm glad you came back. You disappeared for like 2 years, and then out of nowhere, you're in the Catherine Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it was $4 on G2A, and you know, from there, I bought it, and here we are.
Yeah, here we
and
are.
then I ended up from the winnings at what was that first series called? Building blocks.
Yeah, building blocks. Yeah,
The winnings that I was getting from building blocks, I actually used to buy full body. So I really got to thank you guys for buying me full body indirectly.
Yeah. Shout out to Chachi for running that beginner series for y'all.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that was important because like it's rough playing tournaments against any of us because, you know.
You've been around for so long.
Yeah. Also, like the most active people are the people who are the best right now.
Right. 100%.
But
And
yeah.
you know, as long as we stick around and the other Saccharin people, you know, if we keep growing at this rate,
Yeah.
Hazel especially, the brain in that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
He's already kind of a monster.
Yeah, he already is a monster.
But
I'm
MST
very excited to see this game.
Yeah,
Extremely
MST
excited.
is
Those who can ignore the pleas
yeah.
of those
If
who
Hazel's
could
baby
not
Linus,
escape
MST is Linus from another country.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's the one he was talking about that he was training.
Aggressive.
This is the guy he was talking
Yeah,
about.
he will hit you. Yeah, MST might take this whole thing honestly. He's good.
will survive this crumbling
No, that's
stage.
exciting to see them.
Yeah, we'll see. I do want to beat him.
Yeah, because I remember Linus telling me that he trained somebody over in Japan.
Yeah, Linus flew over for just like a random tournament one day. He's like, yeah, he heard of the tournament. He's like, I'm gonna be there. And then he was like, what? And then he got there. Then he played for like Catherine for like 24 hours straight with everybody. Me and Linus don't usually sleep.
Sometimes it's better not to sleep. Well, not always, but
Definitely before tournament.
before tournament you want to sleep, and before work,
Yeah.
before school for all you students out there.
In torture chamber.
Here I go.
Well, I don't know. Students don't really sleep that much.
I
At
didn't.
least in my experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When I got to college, I made sure all my classes were in the afternoon. I was like, I'm done after high school. I'm good.
All
Torture
so here
chamber,
we
all
got
right.
the classic red cat, blue cat, Hazelverse, MST. Who's on what side? Let's see.
Hazel is blue.
Hazel
yeah.
is blue. We're coming to torture. Hazel and I were just talking about how much we love torture.
It's okay, Sage. It's a little too tall for me.
Will emerge the victor.
I actually never considered how tall the stage was.
Yeah, it's a lot of those 3 high walls make interactions a necessary thing you got to do. Ooh, but Hazel kind of falling behind. Yeah, no. Oh, does not matter. I was just gonna say no one is pulling on spike blocks because you can do that in this game, and then MST died for it. So maybe,
I was going to ask, why did that happen to him?
maybe just a little slow. Maybe he didn't buffer it.
Okay.
But that's definitely a thing you can do.
Oh, nice double grab. Someone was just telling me yesterday, Shaz was telling me about the double grab and how important it is in situations like that.
Ooh.
He tried to do the cancel thing, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to walk and then he accidentally grabbed the block or something. I wonder if you can. And in Classic, if you mash hard enough, you can time cancel that sometimes. It's hard, but
That's what I thought he was trying to do.
yeah, I'm surprised Hazel isn't going for some of these. Like when you get hit into Seidel, ooh, rough. Yeah, if you don't play full body a lot, that's gonna happen. But yeah, like something you should, as a new player, you really gotta look out for is if you get hit into Seidel and you can immediately link your Seidel on over other block, you just push that. A lot of times, like, oh man, the number of times I died that so many times I didn't make a note.
See, that was
doing some stage banning.
the interactions. Considering you can come up from the side is just
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot to
And
consider.
that's definitely going to be, I think, the thing that MSC definitely has over everybody.
yeah. Considering this is his primary game.
Yeah, this is his game. Already won Chianta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want the run back.
He's gonna wear 2 medals at the end.
We'll
of the
see.
night. Potentially.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't want to speak it into
We're still-
existence for him. Forget I said it.
America's still here.
Yeah.
New York is
exactly.
here.
We're here.
Hazel's still up there.
Yep. My cousin Hazel is still here.
My
We're all
son.
still here.
Of those who could not escape their
We
executions
got
will find
Bacon's about to make a crazy losers run. I could feel it.
Yeah, I'm
It's,
really excited to see how you guys play tomorrow, being that that's the game you guys have been playing.
Being low seeded sucks because both days I'm stuck playing against legends. But
Yeah, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
rough.
That's what happens when you're new.
Yeah.
Round 1.
You guys
Holy-
have like 1,000 tournaments. Obviously, I'm going to be seeded lower.
What punishment awaits the loser?
Yeah. Ooh, and the drop kick cancel. Let's go,
Yeah.
MST.
Player 2.
Dropkick cancel was cool. I wasn't even sure if
It
you
was
could do
like,
that initially.
completely unnecessary. He did not need to do that.
He's flexing.
Player 1
Yeah, he's
running out
flexing.
of time.
Oh, hit him with the funny.
Yes!
Let's go, Hazel.
That was good. That was good.
Player 1.
So
Yeah,
it's hard to
America's
not
still
get
in the building.
super hyped for
Yeah.
for these matches.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I'm here with you. Yeah, I was worried because he missed. Yes.
Oh, he's like, I can do the funny too.
Oh, yes, got the
But he
lane.
moved right out of the way.
Hazel's
He's
so,
coming right back up. Take that lead, Hazel.
Yeah,
Let's
Hazel's
go,
so
buddy.
good at getting the links out of that so you don't die. Like, oh man, he's so, like, honestly, one of the best. Yeah, you just come down there.
Oh, great.
No,
That's
Oh,
fine.
wait,
Hit
oh,
the
you got
left.
it. No, you got it. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Okay, now it's super important that he stays
The
on.
straw. He seems like he's saving those. Why are you saving
no,
it?
why'd
if
you come
you're-
all the
he
way
wants to
down?
fight. You always know Hazel wants to fight, especially on underground. I don't know why, because that lead was so. Just go.
And it's yeah,
Oh
lead.
God, what is happening?
Hazel. Push.
Hazel's getting kind of greedy.
So stressed. Okay, but MSC's on the bad side of the stage. Oh, never mind. You got the block. Yeah, Hazel really needed to stay on that right side.
If Hazel would have just climbed, he probably would have taken
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
What can you do? MST's the king of full body, it seems.
Oh, flat.
I'm up. Oh, it's you and I.
Oh,
All right, guys. I'm about to go play Shaz.
You got this. Get
Wish
him.
me luck.
You got it.
Chat. Put some F's in the chat for flats. And I'm passing this off to Hazel. Sig, always a pleasure, my cousin.
Yeah, see, I'll see you back here.
What's up, Tig?
Yo, what up? How you liking full body?
I'm liking it.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good set.
Yeah,
Why'd you come back down?
on
On underground.
stage? Was it when I had that like lead?
You were cursed. You just want to hit him or just go mess with your inputs?
I have no clue.
Okay.
Just felt right at the time.
All right. Hey, you gotta follow it.
For sure.
Yeah, this game's rough.
Very.
especially getting used to like the flipping mechanic.
Right.
Oh, man.
Also, like just like you can't DP.
Yeah,
So-
super important. No reversals. You get hit and it's gonna hurt.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you run into it, but if you get pushed out, you can't catch that next block. It has to be a space before you can catch again.
I'm trying to think what you mean. I'm a visual learner when it comes to this game.
All right, yeah. If it happens, I'll point it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but up next we got Shas versus Flats. Looks like Flats trying to find a
That's very
controller.
interesting. Let me see
Only
if I
those
can.
who keep their heads
Yeah, it's gonna
the
be.
screams of the dying around them.
Yeah, Shas is no slouch.
Yeah.
Did win last year.
And the year before, no, the game didn't exist the year before that.
Yeah, one at the last time cancel. One Evo Japan when we went out.
Okay. I go against.
Yeah,
I
MSC
think I
actually
get to
got.
report my game.
They got it.
Oh, wait, let me see. I could just see who I go against anyway. I go against Crispy. Oh wait, yeah.
All right, yeah. Crispy, fairly good. Mostly
Fairly good, yes.
mostly a babble player. Probably the best babble player here. He's the best babble player here. I'm not gonna disrespect Crispy like that.
Right.
RPS for color. It looks like they got a little out of sync. All right, there. Go over to the semantics.
Cultural differences.
Yeah.
They appear mainly when it mainly appears in rock paper scissors.
Yeah, do you go on rock paper scissors or do you say shoot?
Yeah, us in New York we're like rock paper scissors shoot. No, we say rock paper scissors says shoot.
Says shoot.
Yeah,
Ooh, no,
you've never heard that?
no.
Oh my god.
I'm not from the city though.
That's fair.
Yeah, my parents from the city. I'm not from the city. Says shoot. Wild.
Do people say? So I think I was going against. I have awful memory. Yeah, I went against Selena, and I think she tried to do rock paper shoot, or like rock something like that.
Uh-huh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And I was like, it's basically the same thing as
Yeah,
such.
I think they do 3 in Japan.
I don't know.
Because the languages. It's like a Jankin pop. Is that? I don't know.
I have no clue. But
Yeah, banned in stages. I wonder where. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be hard for Flaps.
very, very hard for Flats. But I believe in him. I believe in him.
Yeah,
Very,
all heart. Sometimes you just need to believe.
love Saccharine.
Yeah, shout outs. I love all y'all. Where are your shirts at? I thought y'all had a jersey or something.
They're in Flats' car.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's great. Hats versus, we should do a hats versus shirts crew battle.
That would be insane. The crew battle tomorrow. Wait, is there like a crew battle set in stone, or are we just gonna do it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We can figure it out after grand finals.
Right.
All right, looking like controls are getting synced up. Underground, maybe? I really wish they would rename the things to just player 1, player 2.
Right.
The fact that they're all John Smith is very confusing.
And then on another, they're like all different based on what setup you're on.
Yeah.
So it's like just generic name after generic name.
What's happening? Oh, okay, just checking to make sure the buttons aren't swapped.
Right.
Yeah, in the Japanese version, X and circle are swapped.
I'm so glad I haven't had to play that yet because I would not be able to. That's just like
Ooh, Spiral, all right.
they're running Spiral.
Yeah, I like Spiral. Spirals, I think Spirals are a fairly like neutral stage. All
Was
said
it
and done.
untouched? From was
Yeah.
it like okay? That's
Spiral and Torture, I think, are the only 2 stages kind of untouched by the game. Quadrangle, no, they added a block to Quadrangle. So yeah, Spiral and Torture are the only untouched stages.
good. Very quick movement from Shaz.
Yeah, early. Yeah, he's gonna take it to him.
I noticed that too. So do y'all like not buffer movements in this? Do y'all not buffer movements?
In general, or
In
like
ge-
in this game? Oh, that's,
Both. Oh my God, jeez.
Oh,
And that
he kept catching the block.
right.
Yeah, and this, you can still kind of buffer movements. You still need to link out of pulls into Sidle and stuff.
Okay.
But a lot of stuff you actually need to link more than even in Classic. Oh yeah, just like going for the knowledge check.
Oh no.
He has to- oh yeah, if we give it, yeah. He almost had a chance.
No block either. Yep.
Yeah. He was a little too slow to see Shaz here. Yeah, as soon as you see that stage shot getting carved out, you really got moved.
Especially in Spiral.
And come back down.
Because there's no coming back in Spiral.
Yeah.
Unless you have that block, it's done. And even if you do have the block, it's like, it's nothing you can do.
Yeah, quick 2-0 right there. See if we can bring it back. Wonder what stage they're gonna go to. What stage is the Flats like?
I feel like he's fine with every stage. He's a huge torture chamber guy, if I recall correctly. If I recall, torture chamber is pretty untouched too, as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do actually think it's just those 2 that haven't been touched. Because they added blocks to Cathedral, they added blocks to Underground.
If backseat gaming was allowed, I'd tell Flats to pick torture. But against Shaz, I don't know about that.
Honestly,
If I were him, I'd say. I remember watching, I want to say Climb Cancel 2019. Shaz was on commentary. One of the main pieces of advice I remember, if you're going against someone who's better than you, take them either to Clock Tower or Inquisition, at least in full body.
Yeah. I missed it.
With Classic, it's just...
Torture chamber. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, torture
I mean,
chamber.
it's not like Shaz has like a bad stage. So, go for the pick,
Right.
the stage that you like the most.
Round 1. Ready? Go.
Definitely a smart pick from Flats, but we just got to see how it goes.
Yeah, Shaz doing some early pulls to get, doing a slightly slower build to get some items. I think Shaz is on the left, yeah. Nope, yeah, that was right.
Flats definitely going to have to learn how to get used to being invisible.
Ooh, I'm surprised Shaz didn't take that all the way down.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Player
That was hard.
Very,
Maybe climb cancel push, but even then, I don't know if Shaz would have fell for it. Yeah, I like these pulls that Shaz is doing to slightly slow down his his build for a chance at items.
He's not doing well, even well invisible. That's impressive.
Yeah, because you can still see.
You can still see the trail of
dust.
smoke type thing, yeah. But even then, like, well, they weren't anywhere near each other, so I guess it's easy to keep track of where you are. Another skull.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of skull.
Yeah, me neither. That's something I don't know if I'll ever get used to.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with if you're not used to it.
Right. I think I figured out attack though. Yep. Sal's all the way at the top. Flat's gonna try and follow him, but nothing he can do at this point.
Quick 2-0.
Players 2 win.
Yeah, that guy kind of lost in the sauce down there with the
Right.
skull. Yeah, that skull is so hard to deal with.
Torture too, because that could be life or death on torture.
Yeah. All right. Flat's still looking pretty, upbeat. Not feeling too bad about it.
For sure. Losers, I don't think is gonna look too bad for him, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do fine.
Got a check bracket.
Yeah, I don't even know who's gonna lose. Selena. Did you beat Selena?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
2-0.
did. Yeah, you did.
Because Selena and MST were the main people I was scared of before going into it.
Right.
So I was told that they were really good. MST definitely really good. I'm scared to play against him in Classic and not saying something, because like,
Yeah, he's good.
yeah. Because Underground, at least from what I'm seeing, Underground is like kind of the same, except if you
can't
want to
do
like
the-
break,
yeah.
yeah, you can't break stage like that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. They added like another row back, and they took out the things they can do the day one. I think I heard Dacid versus. Oh, Dacid playing flats.
Ooh, already. Flat's already. Oh, they going off stream. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm too short to see them, but.
All right, I got it. I think Silence coming up on stream. All right. Yeah, how you liking your first tournament?
It's very fun. I'd love it.
Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, happy you're here. Happy to finally play in person.
Seriously, it's so good seeing everyone.
Decided to do the Imperial match later.
Is it gonna be today or tomorrow?
Yeah, whenever you want.
Oh my god.
It just has to be after full body, so I can.
Right. So you
I don't
can get on
mix
that.
up my
right.
my muscle memories for stuff. The people are looking for people or controllers. All right, looks like Flats and Dacid are over off stream doing button check. Looks like they're starting on Spiral. Yeah, Dacid's still no slouch. Still needs to like kind of catch up on some of the tech since he's been gone, especially in this new game.
Right.
Yeah, like
You think Dacid's gonna fully come back after this, or?
I think he did everything he had to do in this game. I'm just always happy to see him for guessing like at Evo and stuff. I hope so. Would love to have someone be able to play Swan. Yeah, hopefully Swan can come out next year.
Right. I think she'll be able to, honestly.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to like sponsor. Let's do this. We gotta get the whole crew together.
Right. We have to get everyone in here. Everyone.
All right, Shast versus Silent. This is gonna be a pretty good match.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect here, because especially on full body.
Yeah, both fairly good players. Cat coming in second at the last Evo. I think Shast winning the last time because I think Shast did beat Cat. Either Shast or maybe Reno. I can't remember. Someone. I think Cat got fourth last year.
If I had to guess, I'd say they're going Clock Tower. No, maybe not, because people hate Clock Tower.
It's a very different stage, especially because there's no DPing,
Right.
and then all heavy blocks in the beginning. If you're player 2, you have to play very carefully. I can see Imperio. I know Cat really likes Imperio. I don't really know how Shast feels about most stages. I know Shast doesn't like close encounter.
No one does.
Yeah, I think just as a stage, it's kind of rough.
It just. I played Close Encounter once against Cat through that one time you did net play through the emulator.
Right.
Close Encounter was interesting, but it really limited movement. Like
the framing of dark blocks makes the stage kind of hard to deal with.
And then you have to just completely stop every 2 seconds.
Which I don't mind if you're, it's almost. I almost really like the stage. It's so close. All right, yeah, getting controller synced up.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh wait, what?
They no carry. Yeah, they don't have the characters.
Oh, I don't know why I thought I saw Rin. I was like, what?
You can play Ren. We just don't have the. I guess the setup just doesn't have the characters. Ooh, quadrangle. Let's go. One of my favorite stages. Yeah, I really like the changes they made. They made the blocks way more visible, and past like they kind of blend into the background a lot. And they fixed the glitch where items wouldn't spawn on ice blocks. So now this is a very, very different stage.
What punishment awaits the loser?
Yep.
Immediately. Wow.
Yeah, shouldn't have stood there. Maybe Shaz thought he could get the pull, but I think sliding kind of slows that down. Going to the middle, it's kind of go around the outside. Yep. Yeah, I always want to go around the outside there just to. Ooh, nice. Just to stop somebody from getting that quick.
Just really nice scrapping going on right now.
Yeah, that's sitting kind of pretty. Cat missing the hit confirm.
Ooh.
Oh
no.
Yeah, that would happen. Yeah, that's just a weird. There's like a weird early hit when you fall now. So it feels different hitting people from above, especially if you're sliding off and falling off of things.
Are you still able to do roadkill? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I want to see that.
Me too. It's always hype whenever it happens.
Right. But in full body, I have never seen that in my life, so that would just be really fun to see. Cat doing really well on this stage.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's just not popping her X Factor and just leaving.
Right.
Yeah, every
would
push
be a bit of a waste though, because she can still do really fast solves without having to worry.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to use the X. Insane.
Yeah, that's true. It's just that every push or pull is a chance that an item spawns and that you lose your X Factor.
Right.
So you might as well pop it, because items
oh,
spawn.
Yeah, items do spawn on quad now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Items spawn, and then in this game, item spawn is like the rate that they spawn is way faster. So I do think it's usually fairly good to use the items.
Far different items now too.
Yeah. Skull. Oof. On quad.
Skull on quad, you're done. Oh my god. You just can't move at that point.
I just sidle. I do not mess around with that. I wonder what games the mystery tournaments have been going on.
Been interesting. The mystery tournament's been fun.
Yeah.
I got knocked out pretty quick.
Yeah, me too.
Never played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in my life. I'm more of a EA skate guy myself.
Ooh, okay. All right, 1-0 silent.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to Kat helping me with my physics homework earlier.
Yeah, she's the best. Ooh, Imperial. Kat does really like this stage. Let's see
and the changes in full body. I like this stage a lot too, but I have really bad depth perception, so there are times where it's like, oh no, I can't grab onto that.
Ooh, nice pull. Ooh, a little yeah, you can't do that. I think maybe she was going for like a instant snap push there. I'm just not sure if that works in this game like it does in Classic.
She brought it back really quick though.
Yeah, Chaz popping that invisible juice.
Right.
Going down for the fight.
Didn't seem to work as planned though. Oh.
Yeah, I guess that just doesn't work. Cat might want to just go down.
Use this.
Ooh, I wonder if she can get all the way. No, I don't know. This stage is so hard to climb.
Right. This honestly just seems like a stage where even if you're going against someone who's like far better than you, you might be able to win.
Yeah, it's rough. Sometimes you get left behind and that's
right, and there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, Shaz pulling ahead. Did he come back down? I can't. Okay. Oh god, this is so. Oh wow, Shaz on top of it. Ooh, Shaz actually giving Cat a block. And Cat has a pretty okay time.
Cat could definitely.
Ooh, never mind. It's all bad. I lied. Yes, okay, Cat saw it. You know, maybe if she pulls that spring block over, she can get over around. Yeah, the right side of the stage is looking kind of messed up. Oh, the skull. Yeah, it's really
Very
rough,
rough on this stage.
especially when you get cornered.
Ready? Go.
Dang, is Cat gonna take this 2-0 against Shaz?
That would be very interesting to see.
And Cat with a pretty good solve on the right side.
Very, yeah. Shaz just having to come all the way back down.
Stage
Messed him
not
up there.
quite low enough.
Right.
Oh,
That was
but found-
very nice.
Yeah, found the solve on the other side. Yeah, Shaz is being very careful that he doesn't get. No, I
Wow.
spoke too soon. 2-0.
That's wow.
Fairly fast one too.
Very fast.
But losing this bracket Shaz is no joke. I beat him at the last time because he went all the way. Looks like you back up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yo, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, yeah. Tournament's moving along. Wonder how Flats and Dasset Bro are doing. All right, looks like Flats and Dasset Bro are. Oh, me. Oh, never mind. Okay. Looks like I am up. I misheard Shaz.
I'm back. God, I love commentating. Very.
Fun time for all. Yo, who won between Cat and Dasset? Not Cat, but
Cat's Shaz.
yeah.
Cat 2-0. It was a very.
Oh,
It's insane. I know.
Cat 2-0?
Cat
Oh my
2-0.
God. Now that's spicy. All right, so what do we got going on here? We got, oh, this is gonna be a hot one. Sig and MST.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
All right, playing musical chairs here with Catherine commentary, as is tradition, because everyone who commentates also plays. Yo, what's up, Shaz? What's good? You know, I'm going to be honest with you. Despite how long it's been since we've had a tournament, I think there have been some quality games, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you sometimes see some of the rust in people. Like, I was mixing up my drop button on full body, but I think overall the games have been fun to watch and fun to play.
Yeah, I think across the board, full body. I think a lot of people were playing Classic this weekend.
True.
And I think that there was not a lot of playing for full body, and like the movement is different enough to where it's like
It trips you
oh
up.
shoot.
Yep.
So I think I have seen that a little bit too, but I like the ideas from most of the matches I've been seeing. Yeah, it's some quality sets. You're
Yeah.
right.
It's just been enjoyable, which
I think so.
I didn't know what to come expecting since it's been so long. But
Yeah.
now this is going to be a hot one in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Sig versus MST.
Yeah. I think the last time they played was
Last climb.
EVO Japan.
Oh,
Underground prison, a torture
Yes.
chamber, Inquisition, Quadrant.
MST got third, Sig got second, and then
you
Catherine
took
full
the
body
top.
at EVO Japan.
Oh, are they going straight into it?
Straight to quad. Okay.
I'm just curious to see how well MSC fares up because Japan has always been on that full body grind nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
So they're definitely way more in shape.
I think so. Yeah, I think it'd be great for MST to come overseas and
Really
win.
perform,
This
yeah.
is really why he came out here. So this is actually super hype. It's a shame. I think Selena is eliminated, right? You killed her.
I murdered her with no regrets.
But That's interesting. He didn't go for a combo there, you know what I mean? Because in full body, you can follow up the drop kick. So I'm curious why.
Yeah. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Maybe.
That's a spooky thing. But I will say that I do like the use of items on quadrangle and full body.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Made it
It
the same
adds
flavor.
a really nice, for context, there are no items in Classic, right? So it's, some of the items get a little bit wacky, like the skull, right? Gets really trippy on this stage in particular. But, oh, 2P was so close.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could have got like a reversal.
I wonder.
Like if he would have just hung instead of trying to rise. I don't know exactly. But that was very close.
In part, it's because the items let you keep these matches way more close.
Yeah, this stage is definitely. I think it's funny. I think the majority of stages are. Oh, what a setup!
Oh,
what a setup!
This
That's a true combo.
Yeah, and this is what I mean by like MST probably being more practiced and more polished, because he's been practicing those setups in those micro situations.
Yeah, recognizing those situations is definitely something that is a full body thing, and really shows there for sure. That was sick.
No.
He like literally saw, like, it was the Matrix, dude. He saw 3 moves ahead. He was like, all right, I know if I push this, get the pillow hit, and then go over and like.
All according to
my
his
God.
plan.
Yeah. Keikaku, right? All according to
Keikaku
Keikaku. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and that's like very reminiscent of like OG Catherine, where one mistake, if you get the right follow up, you can just get that instant kill.
Full body's brutal. It's a wacky game. But I was gonna say before, just like, I think that all the items are kind of weird on the majority of stages, but quadrangle I think is strictly helped by these items in full body.
Yeah, like
the other stages I think there's arguments for and against.
It's true. It just, as you said, add a lot of depth with the 3x3 and the X Factor. Really just adds like the depth to the stage.
It's actually super. All right, let's see. Sig's got some space here. He likes his cathedral.
Yep. Unfortunately,
we got a bunch of idiots over here.
Yeah,
this is colloquially the idiot push, because you just sit here and both players are trying to push to get their side to collapse to do like a really nifty solve.
Yep.
You can see 1P gave up for a second, only for 2P to go wait for it, but then 1P caught it at the last second.
It's like a mini game of chicken, basically.
It kind of is. Now 2P missed his timing, so now his shape is all messed up.
Oh!
And now he's got this crazy spider saw. That was slick.
Playing chicken more again.
Yeah. Oh, what good.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
That's it.
Oh.
That's true.
Good recognition from MST.
I think so.
Closing that space up.
Yeah. We plugged those holes.
All right.
All right, we got Linus signing off to play Dassy Bro.
Player 1 is in the lead.
Ugh. Sorry, TO duties. We got some good sets coming up on stream. So, yeah, just go sit here for a little bit. Take a look at this. 1P's got his nice little tower, but 2P definitely taking apart the foundation, and it's really interesting. Ooh. 1P has his nice advantage, right? He gets those drop kick opportunities with 2P taking advantage. This is a mechanic unique to full body where you can reversal. So if you are spidering and the other guy gets on top of that block, you can swap spaces with that. And it really changes a lot of interactions. That's just not a thing in Classic at all. So very, very different. The games really are kind of like a smash situation. But for the most part, the stages are mostly the same.
Player 2.
Hey, what's up, Potak?
Howdy, howdy.
Yeah, I was just looking at this. This is Sig here. Might go into losers from MST. This is a tight one. I'm not quite sure. I think I can't quite get a read on like what MST is exactly going for. It seems like a very some players they're like crafty. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna push the stage out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna set up for some kind of crazy thing. And MST kind of had that with some reversal like setups on the side, but otherwise he's playing very solid. Nice from Sig. Got a good push.
Able to take that second game.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, maybe
big.
maybe MST's problem that one is not having a solid game plan in mind.
Yeah, I think his I can't quite figure out. It just seems like very fundamental based. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna climb, and if these things come up, I'm gonna go for them, but I'm not gonna stress it. I'm not, you know. And that's good because sometimes you make too big a plan, and when things don't go according to it, you're like, oh shoot.
It's difficult to keep all the variables in place. It might be easier just to go for the straightforward fundamental attempt.
Yeah. So we are on Twitch TV Speedrun, which is I guess this would be pretty different than what's normally shown on Speedrun. You know, normally it's a one-player game, and sometimes Catherine looks like it, but it's not. But if you're interested, I hope we have a Discord and we talk about this stuff. I like competitive Catherine because you get to see multiple playstyles. You get to see climbing, which is very speedrun similar, and then you also have the mechanics for directly interacting, which just adds so much depth or flavor. It's really like nothing else.
It's an incredible game where you can diverse tactics work in equal measure.
Yeah, there's so much expression. It's really crazy. It's like looking at it, you can see two different styles, and that's super cool. That's really unique. But end of the game, spiral corridor. So you got the dark hole blocks. They'll eat you if you get on them.
Yeah,
they suck you up.
Definitely makes those wine glass items much more effective.
Yeah, wine is really tough on here. Because you could just step right on them. It isn't completely. Oh, 1P almost had a really nice setup. Now 2P has to wait out this wine. 1P gets another wine.
Oh,
wow, that was the best 2P could hope for.
Yeah.
I'm really, even though MST, I think MST has been, the items have been in his favor, but Sig has been turning the momentum around. MST had a really dominant game 1, and now Sig's like, he's showing up.
And Sig did a really good job there of turning that
1P
situation.
messed up the solve at the bottom, so you have to do like 2 down and then go over and pull 1. It's a little bit tricky if you don't practice it, and I think MST just got tripped up. So.
Well, and this seems like a good counter pick for Sig. Definitely showing a much more dominant game.
All right, now Sig's got the wine. He's going to walk over that dark hole. He says, what's up? Now, usually you see, oh, that's it.
Oh,
wow, that's so smart. You see, that was the fake out. That's so good in full body, like pretending that you're going to climb, and then when the other guy climbs up behind you, because that's just the most intuitive thing, actually turn around and get the stomp. So
and then right into that portal.
Yeah,
nothing you can do about it.
Very good awareness. I'm not sure if that was all part of the plan or if that part just worked out, but if that was awareness that, oh yeah, I'm going to get the drop kick on top of the portal, like that's slick.
Oh, we'll say it was. We'll give Sig the credit.
I think Sig's a smart man. He deserves it. If anyone was thinking it was Sig.
All right. Got more games coming up.
We sure do. Yeah, we're going to play some losers because I think now that we are at winners finals of MST and Silent Black Cat. So now we're going to have Linus and Dassenbro. Dassenbro, it's so cool seeing this tournament because it's like you got 3 generations of players actually. You got Dassenbro is like super OG. Then you got some guys who joined around 2016 or so would be like myself and Linus. And then you got literally people who their first in-person Catherine tournament is here. You got Hazel, Flats, and Bacon.
Yeah.
And so
and they're nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, they're certainly doing well.
Yeah, they know what's up. They are more classic players than they are full body, but even still. So it's a neat part of the tournament vibe. Dassenbro, it seems like every time I watch him, he's always trying some stage break.
Not as strong of a tactic in full body. But
no, Linus shut him out. He said not today. He saw he was going to come up. He pushed the row so Dassett couldn't climb and he was stuck.
Just stuck standing on those spikes.
Yeah, that kind of thing is Linus is literally watching Dasibro, right? And just seeing what he's doing and then reacting while climbing. You know, he had the setup and he was like, okay, I know you're going to try this, I'm just going to push it. So that's cool. Now, that's a cool thing in Catherine is the spider defense. Oh, good. Now, I don't know if Dasibro quite knows the setups that MST would have, but MST would have killed him.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy. Good push from 2P, but it won't quite be enough. The stage looks deceptively flimsy until the 3x3 comes out and gives so much
just
platform
a huge
space.
Platform.
So let's see, 2P's going to do it himself, but
I don't know if there's much of a, oh, there we
well,
go.
He's got a
little
nice
bit of a
little,
path.
yeah, he's got easy solve, but there near the top, you can see on the left side how close they are. 1P is right there.
Oh, with that, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So that's game one.
Game one for Linus.
Linus ran away with that first round, I think, pretty solidly, but Dasibro, I think in the second round, it was closer. I mean, they got to the goal. They definitely had some
The NorCal stage
exchanges.
not quite working out in Dassid's favor.
Yeah. Old Catherine lore, ancient lore is that Kesha goes to torture chamber. I couldn't even tell you what that means at this point. But torture chamber is sometimes known as Kesha's stage, so I don't know. That's a Dassid question.
Kesha was not with Dassid.
No, Kesha has abandoned Dassid. The spirit of Kesha has left the building, for sure. I love...
Sig looking very calm and collected here.
Linus?
Linus, yes.
Oh,
excuse
yeah,
me.
Linus is... He says, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. The game is already over.
Yeah. You lost by playing me.
The moment you grab the controller, your fate was decided. Shout out to what is on that table. I don't know if it's been mentioned. I'm sure it has. But MST, the player from Japan, brought magnetic boards with the stages on them so that players actually put little magnets to keep track of what is stage struck.
Oh, we're going to one of the full body exclusive maps.
Close encounter. So close encounter lasers. Laser blocks are interesting. They come at the screen. So they're really inconvenient. You're going to see a lot of stuff. You're going to be climbing, and then they all go off at the same time. So you're going to see moments where it's like, okay, I got to wait for the lasers to chill out. Like 1P, but then he gets the wine.
Oh, got the wine, yeah.
So wine,
and
you're able
2P's
to...
got that skull, kind of a bad...
It's unfortunate, yeah, to say the least. Now, both of them got wine. Wine has a very high spawn rate on this stage, so...
Oh, that invisibility is... Oh, but the wine canceled it out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, invisibility. Oh, 2P with a big chase. So here, 2P almost got obliterated. I did not know. That was a hidden laser block behind. So let's see. What is he going to do? The nice 3x3, it works both to give yourself a platform, but it also can work like offensively. Oh, man. Drink that wine.
Oh.
Literally the last frame to get that off. The 3x3, it can cap and like be a deep on offensive so that they can't climb, but also defensive to build your base. So it's a really versatile item. Wine, there's that wine though. Oh, who's gonna get that? 2P.
Okay, 2P got it.
Oh, he didn't get the hit though.
Oh,
1P, not like that.
Stood up into a laser.
Yeah, you hate to see it. He got sliced.
Good counter pick from Dassid, bro.
Yeah, I think so, and that's neat because I don't think Dassid has really played full body. So for him to go to the full body like stage, he's like embracing it. He's like, okay.
It's the only way forward.
I think that lasers make sense. Dassid, bro, again, kind of pointed out, seems a little bit trickier.
Yeah, definitely. More of a tricky play style versus Sig's, or Linus's straightforward style.
Yeah. Dassid Bro's going for the push-outs. He's going for the lasers, I think, are interesting because that stage also cannot be pushed out. So that was I wouldn't have guessed him to pick that, but here we go. Underground, where it all began, the most basic stage, and in my opinion, the most beautiful stage in any game ever is Underground Cemetery.
Definitely lets each player's like unique style shine because every tactic is equally valid here.
It is just such a simple stage. It's all white blocks all the time, nothing but, and
Oh.
1P rode that block. It's a rodeo, he said.
What do you like about
Riding on blocks.
GP has that heavy block he can pull out.
He does. The X is okay. The X is different than in full body. It is use-based. Yeah, instead of in classic, it is a aura that you get. Oh no, he grabbed the wrong. He must have pushed the button while the block was falling, and he snapped to the other one. Very unfortunate. He had the idea of the push, do stuff. Dazzleberg keeping it close. Oh, he pushed into Linus's item throw, and Linus's item didn't come out. He said no.
That's one trick that must work in both games.
Oh! Oh, but he overshot the movement. Okay, Linus with the push. That actually worked out really good for
Not in a bad position, yeah.
Yeah, you see, Dasset was like, do I want the skull? Actually, I don't. And so he turned around. Let's see if he
Saw
does.
the gears turning.
Nice 3v3.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
very
was
good.
literally a gears turning moment. It was like, let me think. Now 2P is at the top. He should just win. But
Yeah,
he's
that should
taking
be
he's
it.
taking a real round.
Oh.
He decided no, he didn't want to win right there. He said, "What's up?" He said, "I
Chippy's
don't like
still
this."
in the better
Oh
position.
no,
Oh.
he chose the. He chose violence and he chose wrong. He was
Just like
trying.
that, Linus moves on.
Yeah.
A little bit of a pop off there.
Yeah.
It's got to feel good for all the old guard players to get a game up on Dasset, even if it's not in Classic.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely like. I feel like Dasset is almost like at this like gatekeeper-y level, right? Where it's very like, okay, Dasset has knowledge about the game. He knows this should win. It looked like.
Oh yeah. Let's get.
All right, I'm going up. I think
Oh.
on stream. So. Well, what's up?
I just don't know who's next. I don't think anyone's calling who's next.
Oh, okay.
I can take Trace.
We'll get right back to you with some Catherine full body action. Definitely an amazing game from Linus and Dasset. You know, just great gameplay between the two of them. An amazing game to watch. Again, if you're not familiar, you know, there's plenty of resources out there to get involved in the game. Full body is a great entryway, and Catherine Classic still has a fervent fan base. Oh, everything's good here, you know, especially when you have such a great match to commentate. Hazel and somebody.
Please let me commentate.
Yeah, get on here.
The Saccharin family. I don't mean to just. No. Get in there. I saw Linus running and I was like, I shouldn't have grabbed the beer. You're a left side kind of guy too?
I'm a just put on the microphone.
Okay. I feel that. All right, guys. Say something to the stream real quick.
What is this jink?
It's Saccharin.
Listen, you Saccharin people.
Saccharin, say something to the stream, please.
No, don't. Spite him. Spite him.
Why, sure, please move over to them.
So,
All right, well, he just said hey, yo. Guys, I'll be back. What's going on, everybody? We're here now.
we're back. We're back in action.
It's nice to be sitting next to you, Linus.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
So what do we got cooking here? We got the hope of Saccharin himself, Hazel, versus who?
Bacon. It's a Saccharin battle. That's why I suggested to commentate.
Oh, so it's
Yes, sir.
it's what's the term like of just like killing your own fratricide? I don't know.
That's basically what it feels like.
You're murdering your kin.
Yeah, my kids are murdering each other.
Wait, they're your kids?
I mean, I'm the owner of Saccharin, so like in theory.
Okay, that tracks.
I look at them like my kids. I love these guys.
And I will say that I do appreciate like the zeal and passion the new generation has for Catherine, right?
Yeah.
Catherine's like a small community, so when we get people that are passionate about the game, like the energy feeds in.
Definitely, man. We've been trying hard. We've been playing a lot of this game. I'm so happy that I started playing the game at the same time as these guys. You know, Bacon, Hazel, Swan, Ems. They really been working hard. Ems unfortunately has been stuck doing all this school stuff, but the rest of them,
Listen, stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you should stay. I shouldn't say stuck doing school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
Here we
Cathedral.
go. Bacon versus Hazel. Taking a sip from
So
my cousins.
I'm sure you're more familiar with their playstyles. Could you kind of describe like the differences between Hazel and Bacon's play?
100%. They are pretty similar because they play a lot and they're very familiar with each other. However, Hazel loves to fight. Hazel fights all the time. Bacon, he goes for a lot of setups. He'll try to push, pull blocks in front of you. Hazel is just extremely aggressive. He even had a goal to be the most toxic player in the Catherine community, so I think that's where a lot of his aggressiveness comes from.
Listen, if he wants to be stupid aggressive, he has to take the crown from yours truly.
Okay, well, you got to take that up with him, I guess. You guys got to play some friendlies at some point, or maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow's when we're really all going to get hype.
Yep, tomorrow is the Catherine Classic bracket. So if you enjoy Catherine, make sure you tune in for that one.
Yes, definitely tune in tomorrow, because that's when we're all going to be getting really hype. Everything's going to be going crazy. You're going to see fights galore. But yeah, that's where Hazel shines most, is in fights. I think Bacon's really all like well-rounded. He's good at fights. He's good at climbing, but he does do like a lot of setups. He's great at reads. He's great at like making certain situations where he can basically get the advantage.
Right? So like
exactly.
in this instance right here, he's controlling that 4x4 spot,
100%.
boxing
Exactly.
out Hazel. Can now he take that advantage and is climbing up. Woo.
Beautiful speed right there. I don't know why he didn't go and grab that.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh. They're doing some classic stuff right now. Interesting.
Yeah, they're fighting over some very few choke points right now, so it's interesting to see who will make the first big mistake here. A lot of item spawns. Ooh.
It's coming down to the climb right now. I love Cathedral because it's no gimmicks. It's just straight, you know, patterns and problem solving.
Everything works on cathedrals, is what they say. But I like this kind of strategic push Hazel's gotten out here.
Ooh, great read.
Ooh, the delayed bump button.
Yeah, that delayed. Oh, God, what is this? Advantage. He's hitting the sidle thing.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, and then Hazel turned that around like crazy. Great combo from Hazel.
that was
great control from Bacon, but that 1 second that Hazel had, he took the opportunity.
Yeah, you very good to recognize that you can circumvent your opponent's defense by breaking a part of it and just going around.
100%.
Because Catherine is, surprisingly, a three-dimensional game.
100%. Even with the solves, especially when you have a creative block, there's a lot of interesting three-dimensional things you could do. As two-dimensional as it may feel.
This is looking really dangerous right now.
Yeah, this is a fight. Look at that pin.
Oh, this is very
Was that a pin?
sketchy.
With the draw. Very interesting fight.
And this is something that I've been kind of paying attention to in those situations, because you saw earlier MST found a setup in a pin situation where he could create a combo where he climbs off, reverse, and knocks someone off. So that's kind of what you want to see from these players, is to see if they can recognize, okay, we're getting a pin situation back and forth. Can someone set up a kill in those situations? Or else it will just result in a draw. So right now, we're seeing Bacon take a commanding lead in terms of distance, but
That X Factor caught it up. He kind of gave up that advantage by stepping down. Oh, great drop right there.
and I think he was actually afraid of progressing because of that skull block.
Yeah, the skull block seems to be scaring a lot of the classic players, which, I mean, I'm going to be honest, it is kind of scary.
I mean, I think it's just like we literally just don't want to deal with it. But, I mean, it's a fair thing to do. If someone alters the way they climb and play because of the skull blocks in front of them, right?
100%. I kind of think of it as like the quadrangle ice, but worse.
Bacon took too long to figure out what he was doing down there and put himself on an island.
It happens.
In my opinion, when you're stuck down there, it's good to take a second to evaluate your situation, but when time's ticking, you got to start making moves to see if you can make something happen.
100%. It sucks when you limit your options and you kind of get stuck in a little box down there, and you know.
Sometimes that's the way the tower crumbles, unfortunately.
100%. Well said. Tower. Good one.
Is it really?
I think so. How long have you been playing this game, bro?
Don't ask me that question. You're making me feel old. Genesis 4 was my first tournament, and I've been aware and following the scene prior to that, so just do whatever mental math there is on that. At least like 3 or 4 years.
Guess I gotta do it.
3 or 4 years isn't that old.
It definitely longer. I take the long side of like 4 to 5.
I still don't think that's that old.
Well, considering the history of Cath, it's pretty old. Ooh, nice. Quick early fight. Quick early capitalization from Hazel.
Round 2, ready, go.
Player 2, you're running out of time.
So I'm interested to see what they do with these short variations of Inquisition. Of course, it promotes fighting, but you can do some really tricky quick solves.
Come on, it's not classic, guys.
Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing, right? Like, you got to set up a kill in those situations.
Okay.
Like, something
Very
like that,
cool
right?
combo. Hazel took the set like it was
nothing.
Well, the second game like it was nothing. That first game was really a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth because I think Bacon had a lot more space to exercise control and movement and kind of set himself up. Inquisition takes that away from him,
Right.
where Hazel can quickly go in and fight, and now I am being called forth to go in and fight.
Good luck, my brother. Thank you for the luck for us, bro. Seriously. Who are you playing? Okay. Who's up right now? Damn, you just got the King of Catherine to hop off the mic, dude. You're respected.
Like, hey, man, I'm trying to get in that Catherine zone, that full body zone.
Put her there, dude. Put her there. Come on. We were just talking about firm shakes.
You're right.
You're really
Took
our
me a minute.
representation from here in full
Seriously?
body.
That is true, man. I'm just trying to get that Shaz one. I don't know who's past Shaz, but
Let's take a look at the bracket.
yeah, let me see. Sorry.
So the winner, Hazel Bacon, plays Shaz, which was you.
Oh, I don't think we
So
reported
you play
that.
Shaz in winners, right?
No, I play Shaz and losers.
Oh, you play Shaz in losers.
If I beat Shaz, I go against either Linus or MST. That's being decided right now. Then that would be losers semis. Hey, it's either Linus or MST. I already lost to MST, so I don't know how I feel about that. But it's whatever. We just see how this goes.
From what I've heard, Linus, trained MST. They have like some type of family bond.
Isn't that Reno? Isn't that Reno? Not MST. Or
Probably is Reno too, but Sig and I were talking before, and apparently Linus has helped MST out.
I see. Yeah, Linus is huge in the Japanese Catherine community.
Inquisition.
Only those who can face the
Spiral corridor.
Everybody watching in Japan, hello guys. I'm very happy you're here.
Very happy. Maybe you can be here in person next year.
ignore the pleas of those who
You never
could
know.
not escape
Never
their
know.
The bigger we get, the bigger that those plane fees will, those plane expense. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. That $500 toward climb cancel you get for winning building
Yeah.
blocks is going to turn into a 1K. And then eventually, 5 years from now, Catherine will be the biggest game on the planet.
Yep.
That's just how it goes.
Well, yeah.
So they're starting off Torture Chamber.
Round 1. Ready?
MST. MST has Blue Sheep, Linus has Vincent.
punishment awaits
Linus just with some immediate climb canceling at climb cancel. I respect
Look at
it.
this.
This is insane.
These guys.
Amazing way to start
Something
off.
is wrong with the controls.
Maybe that's just
Okay.
button check, yeah.
Torture chamber.
The climb cancel at climb cancel is insane though.
Did they make the mistake of backing out before going to config? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
Or, no, you're right. That probably was button check.
Yeah.
Guess I gotta do it.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
All right, so here we are starting off. It seems like pulling back the middle block is what the old heads do.
Right.
You typically go left or right one, right?
I pull out the middle block as
You
well,
pull out
actually.
middle block?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't learn that from anyone either. I just did it. I just started doing it. Lately I've been doing Sig's opening on Torture, but yeah, Sig taught me it one day and I was like,
He
this
hit
is
him
really
with the
fun.
funny. MST's doing some funny stuff here, and it's full body.
And it's full body. It might
You
hit the
know
funny,
what? I might need to
funny.
send MST an email. If you know what I mean.
Cease and desist, stop using the funny in Catherine.
Huh? Nah, we're recruiting them.
Oh my god. That would be insane. Saccharine International.
We'll see, man. I'll get the translator ready. We'll be recruiting MST in no time. Isn't that so crazy how you could pull back on spike block?
Well, that's only... I don't know if you're able to do that just in general. Swift win from MST right there.
Well, in general, it's up if you climb up quickly or move left quickly. It's quickly off of the movement.
Oh, so you're just able to do it as long as you're like, okay, I feel that. I don't want to risk it because I just still, I've been scarred by Classic right there.
You just saw it again. You should believe in it. I promise you do. If you come to
they
torture...
they did have the drink right there, so...
No, the drink doesn't have to do with the spike. I'm telling you. Sig and I even discussed it.
I believe
promise.
You. I believe you. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to send Chaz to torture. I don't know how I feel about that.
Look, watch him do it again. I promise you. Please. MST has done it so many times. Watch. Okay, he canceled it there. Let's see if he pulls black back this time.
MST.
Okay, so MST is canceling. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to give you false hope, but I promise you, this is something that's been talked about.
1-0 from MST right there.
The behavior of the spike block is definitely different. And also, what I've noticed is the spike block, the spike block's hitbox lasts longer. That's what actually killed me in a situation where I was over here. I triggered the spike block, moved over, he pushed it. I moved back to the spike block I triggered, and it killed me.
I feel you. Yeah.
It was insane. The hitbox is just much longer than Classic. So I say watch out for that too, man. 100%. Look at my cousin Bacon.
Torture chamber. Inquisition.
Walking around. Shout out Bacon.
Why are you being rude? He's not even saying anything.
I was not being rude. He was just walking around. Alright. They're going to Underground Cemetery. Interesting choice, especially directly after Torture. I believe Linus was the one who made that pick, so I can definitely see that.
All right. I mean, I honestly always...
Oh my god, MST with that immediately just walking right over.
What was Linus doing there? He was grabbing the block?
I feel like that was a mistake on his end. I feel like he meant to go up. Because, you know, he just grabbed the block and he didn't do anything with it, which is just like... But immediate disadvantage.
Good funny, good spreading that freaking stupid skull.
When are we going to explain to these viewers what the funny is?
Huh?
When are we going to explain to the viewers what the funny is?
Right now. And the funny, we define it as when somebody, you know, pulls the block out from under you. And
it specifically has to be a pull though.
Right. A pull.
Oh, and a... Yep. That was amazing.
Let's go, Linus with the drop kill. I saw it coming. Linus must have seen it coming. I don't know why MST, even with the block, someone dropped the formation, and he could have stepped in any direction. But he still went for the hit for some odd reason.
Ooh. Linus was part of the stage looking really shady. Got out of there, even if he didn't want to. MST just very offensive. Now he's going for a climb. This is really nice.
Pushing it out.
Linus right behind him.
I've noticed a lot of the pushing out stuff, they say it's kind of, at least I heard it's not as good, but I've been getting killed with a lot of push out kills. Shaz was dropping me down a lot. Oh, looked like a misinput.
Looks like 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Where do you think they're going to go?
I'd say either Clock Tower or Cathedral.
Remember, these guys are full-body players.
Full-body players. Well, I'd consider Linus just a Catherine player in general. He is a Catherine.
Well, obviously he plays both.
No. But like he can't be held down to any specific game.
I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, definitely. These guys are both experienced in this game. That's what I meant.
Inquisition.
Here I go.
Sounds like Clock Tower.
PlayStation menu. He's like, dude!
Oh, what's going on?
The universal language of dude!
Oh, yo, they're running Xbox. What's going on in the mystery game section? I can't get distracted.
Low key, I overheard people saying that Halo may or may not be
Halo. That's
in the mystery
interesting.
games section. So that explains why someone's loading up Game Pass.
Yeah, man.
That's what I overheard.
Round one.
Gotta do it.
Ready?
I don't know for sure.
Go.
Here we are at Inquisition. I'm glad to see Inquisition because honestly, this is probably the stage I've experienced least in full body.
Yeah. Oh.
Really,
Linus immediately getting
really
crushed right
interesting
there.
kill.
Round two.
The thing about this stage, it's very short.
That's
Very.
something to consider.
Player 2, you're running
Next
out of
year,
The crush kills on Inquisition.
with the grid, the square block, whatever you want to call that, that was interesting.
I've never seen that in my life. Well, being fair, I don't watch full body like that, so I can't explain what's going on. Well, I can. 'cause it's Catherine.
Ooh.
Ooh. Did he hit
Oh,
down?
goodness gracious. He's holding that
There's
position.
no way. Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to go up, though. He's not staying for the fight.
Linus might be able to come back here. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
See?
it.
Look at the way that they think about
Oh
this.
my God. Wait.
The way that they think
Damn.
about that grid block is very interesting. Full body players,
Yeah.
they have a different mentality.
Very much so.
And
because
clearly MST has exhibited amazing demonstration. With that last
Shots.
play right there, he clearly demonstrated some great use of the grid block because that was just truly something else.
Lots. I'm gonna need you to wish me so much luck right now. I'm going against Shaz, my brother, my brethren.
I'll hop out for you.
You guys gotta talk highly about Hazel, though. And I'm gonna be supporting you from the crowd.
Yeah, this is our son right here.
Yeah, that's our son.
All of our son. He's the young man.
Are you winning, son? Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good? You got this, Hazel. All right. Yeah, Shaz versus Hazel. Shaz in losers bracket.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the match between Kat and Chaz because I was playing a match off stream. But
Yeah. It was Cat had it. It's pretty solidly.
damn.
Yeah.
It's kind of. Oof. This bracket's full of killers. Honestly, it's hard.
The scary thing about playing in a small community is that they always show up, and then you're just.
You look at the
There's
bracket.
no break.
Yeah, you look at the brackets like, oh, I play this guy 1-on-1. God dang it.
Yeah.
And then you look at round 2, round 3, you're like, there is no winning this. It's a slobber knocker from the start.
Yeah. So let's see how Hazel does.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much they've even played on Parsec.
I don't know if it's much. I know Shaz sometimes pops in and observes them like the FRL vampire he is, but
Yeah, me and Hazel play a bunch, and he's getting really good, really fast.
yeah, I'm excited to see how he does right now and even tomorrow during the classic
Oh
bracket.
yeah, I'm super excited to see how all the Saccharin homies do on
Oh yeah. Because
Classic.
yeah, especially because like the bread and butter for at least online play is with classic and not full body, so you'll see a lot more people in top shape for tomorrow than today.
Right.
Man, I'm interested to see what tactic Shaz and Hazel's gonna put against this because
Yeah, Hazel just wants to hit you.
yeah, and Shaz is good at everything.
Only those who can
Yeah, that'll
pierce the
happen.
deafening silence of the condemned will make it.
I know Hazel hates quadrangle.
Those who keep their cool in
Good,
this frigid
good taste.
win
I too also
this stage.
despise quadrangle. Oh, who's doing it again?
No,
Oh.
we're good. Just enough buttons.
Yeah, I was gonna go beat someone. All right.
Those who can keep pace.
Yeah,
Oh, clock tower.
Thankfully, that was on the splash screen. Oh, I hope Hazel knows.
Do they know? Do they know the trap in clock tower?
Time for a knowledge check. Because the stage hasn't even been played. I know I ban it.
Yeah,
every time.
I could not.
I couldn't
get
get player 1, so I ban it.
Yeah, because poor priority still exists in this game.
It is very
Surprise!
Let's see what happens.
What punishment
Oh, he doesn't know.
That's it.
He doesn't
No,
know.
he doesn't
El
know.
no sabe.
Oh, don't push that one.
Yeah, he just did not know.
Yeah. On this one in P2, you gotta go up and pull that block.
And because of port priority, one player will always win that interaction unless you anticipate it.
Let's see what happens.
Player 2
Okay.
running out of time.
Yep. Shaz got his 1 kill. Oh, Chaz is hunting for it. He knows. He knows.
You are.
No!
I was gonna say you're asking for it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep. When you see Shaz sharking like that, he is looking for it. He's ready. So unless you know what you're doing, and you know what you're playing into, the best course of action is just get the hell out.
Yeah. Maybe Hazel's best bet was just to push that block away and go to the other side. Push the stage.
Yeah, he should just put on do not interact and just run away. Just
It's
leave.
hard because it's Hazel.
Yeah.
You know how you know.
I mean, I know I want to hit people. I
Yeah.
get the tendency. I've just been conditioned to think before I hit people because people like Shaz punish me.
Yeah. Well, this is Hazel's first tournament.
Yeah. So I mean, it's so to his credit, to see him come this far in his
Yeah.
first competitive environment is a lot.
Yeah, beat Selena.
I mean, he's had a pretty decent bracket,
good
right?
run.
Torture prison underground.
He's had some team kills along the way, but you know,
Yes, unfortunately.
we take those.
Let's see. I think they're playing like Kabuki Warriors over on Mystery and maybe Monkey Ball.
Underground?
I don't know if that's tournament.
Underground Cemetery.
Ooh.
See,
You know?
I'm always hesitant to take Shaz to Underground Cemetery
I
because
know.
it's such a
Hazel just got here.
it's such a neutral basic stage where like the difference in skill in my opinion is way more evident on a more even ground like this
Right.
one. That's why I'm in favor of the Inquisition 50-50s.
No, I don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
Get an item. All right.
Okay, skulls
So many
till
skulls. I think Hazel's trying to get
someone's
those
losing their
skulls.
mind somewhere. Yeah, at some point you just gotta bite the bullet on skulls.
Yeah, you can only avoid it for so long. Yeah, and Hazel's getting stuck.
And to be fair, like skulls is like very annoying to deal with.
X Factor just spawned. It was looking kind of rough.
Yeah, Shaz ain't playing right now.
Oh no, losers bracket Shaz is an animal.
He ain't playing. He's out for blood.
Oh, gave him an item. Okay. Luckily, I spawned so fast. It's hard to keep like an item in your hand for too long.
Yeah, and the skull for a player like Shaz who knows how he's climbing is just a minor inconvenience. That X Factor coming in clutch right there.
Okay, Hazel knows. But the three wide, yeah, Shaz is just he's gone.
You just look at their movements. Like Shaz.
Oh, and X Factor,
yep,
he's
yep.
the whole time.
Very crisp movement from Shaz.
Quick,
Once he
too
got
low.
that separation, it's gone.
Yeah, but shout outs to Hazel, bringing it all the way to losers quarters.
Oh yeah, very good showing for their first tournament. Can't be said enough that you know.
Cannot be said enough. These new players are really good.
Yeah, they came prepared,
Yeah.
and this isn't even the game they practiced the most.
Right.
So they came and they showed up in full body, which is a distinctly differently played game compared to
Yeah.
Classic. So that's just impressive across the board.
Yeah, new players came out and showed up. I'm so proud.
Yeah, and it's great to see because like to have these new experiences and playing each person, you can tell who they are.
Right. Yeah, it's the best thing about Catherine.
Yeah, you can feel the nuance in their play, and it's so enjoyable. Right, playing against Shaz.
Oh, I'm up.
All right.
I gotta play Cat.
You gotta play Cat.
All right.
Dude, Cat's in good form today too.
I know. She's always in good form. All right. Peace out.
All right, man. Good luck. Am I expecting the chassis himself on commentary? Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? We were just talking about how impressive it is with how Saccharin has showed up, those community members.
Oh, yeah.
And considering that this isn't even the game they practice the most.
Oh, yeah. I think, let's see, 3 of them are here.
Yep.
And there were 19 entrants, I think. And I think 2 of them got top 8, 7.
Yeah.
Well, this is winners finals.
Oh.
And then it's these 2, and then it's just me and MST, I think.
Yeah.
So that's 4. So they actually placed top 5, right? They both lost in the last round of losers at this end.
I mean, that's impressive.
So if you do the math, carry the 1, subtract the 2.
Listen,
bring out the abacus.
Please,
somewhere
thank
in there. I think
TOs.
they got top 5. Two of the 3 got top 5 for their first, and like you said, first tournament, right? First in-person tournament. Lots of veterans here. I think that kind of speaks to how much there still is to like learn about the game and kind of refine. So good on them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great showing the whole way through. It was funny. I feel bad now, but Momi, you gotta do what you gotta do. I won the first player, and Hazel, I don't think knew that torture chamber was that bad
Clock
for
tower,
2P. And so I was like, I just was watching the bands, and it was still there, and I
Gotta check
gotta
'em.
take
Yep.
it. You know, like That map is strictly busted.
Yeah, we were calling that. I was like, does Hazel know? Does Hazel know? And then
He
we saw
didn't
his
know.
first movement, and we're like, oh,
He
God.
didn't even know. I literally heard him go across the stage. He was like, what the hell?
He didn't see it coming, man.
I was like, yeah, that's the day one.
And the other thing that sucks is, like, when you're not super familiar with that concept, like, when you were sharking for that in the second round, too, of that same match, you were clearly hunting it for, but since he hadn't had the experience, that pain before, he stayed around and felt that sting twice, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like Torture is actually, or not Torture, I'm sorry, Clock is actually like a good time if you get past the opening. And there is a subsequence that you can do to make that 50-50, or not even 50-50, make that an okay neutral start. But it's a shame because all the other stages, like, you can actually pick and choose. Oh yeah, I want to pull this or push that. But Clock is very, no, player 2 has to do this, which is a shame. But anyway, back into this game, reality. We got winners final, so this is a best of 5.
Oh Lord.
Silent and Sig. I don't remember last time I saw this in full body. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know when the last opportunity would have been last Climb Cancel, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they had this matchup.
Not sure. But these two play a lot of Classic together, which is just a fun piece of news. I used to think that Invis was trash, and Invis is probably objectively still a bad item, but I love using it.
Yeah, it's
so fun.
I actually have to agree. Oh,
What? Oh, he pushed out.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah, so the jump is kind of weird where you can push out while they're in the air still and you can actually kill them that way. So your hurt box isn't where you actually are.
Which is honestly kind of typical for Catherine.
Yeah, that's just par for the course.
Oh, they're really going for this fight early.
Yeah.
I like it.
1P, nice little solve there. That's
yeah.
2P used their juice to get hit. Oh, I was so scared for 1P there.
Ooh, we're gonna see a Paradise.
Yeah, 1P looking a little bit lost down there. 2P has really nice easy solves here. There's no items for 1P to really get. 2P is being blessed here though with some juice. And
that's all you
actually,
need.
What? Huh?
Player 2.
The double take. They're like, oh,
yeah,
did I really
like,
just get that
I was
solve?
expecting the climb cancel. That's the SIG special, is climb cancel at the goal, but that didn't happen. And instead, I was like, is he just going to toss? That's messed up. Looks like 2P is, all right. What is this?
Oh, he is. He's looking to fight. He wants to tussle.
This is different. I'm surprised he doesn't spider defense or something. Oh, he just, okay. This is good. 2P can sit here forever.
Yeah.
But now 1P. 1P can sit. All right.
This is
messed
now
up.
this is
messed up. 2P, like, that position is solid, but the more and more that 1P is... Oh, 2P tried to
kill him with the sliding block.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. That whole play there was really big brain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Sig recognized, hey, this dark block is super crucial, super important. I can actually slow it down and not climb. It's a pivot point. It's crucial. And so he was just going to camp it out. He ran the risk, though. Kat, she could do a bunch of stuff, right? Every move that she was making was like moving that tower more and more in a neutral position. So that was cool. But Sig was like,
he held strong onto that block.
He did. He held the line. He was like, none shall pass, Gandalf.
And Kat was trying to get tricky, pulling out the extra blocks on that layer. And then Sig had to come down and interact with them. So there was opportunity there, but just good execution from him to stay solid and block her out.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think that one is a little bit of a hard loss mentally because there was so much fighting going on. And when you lose, if you lose when you get climbed out, you're like, you can take that off. You could be like, whatever, right? You blame it on that juice, you blame it on the whatever. But when you lose the drop kick, you're like, damn,
I just lost that. Yeah. And now we're taking Spiral. We've got some early juices going on. So
some wine. It's getting tipsy. It's drinking hours. Late night.
It is getting late. Wow.
The wine glass actually makes it where you cannot be hit. So when 2P went for the hit, it actually hurt them. It was self-damage. Sig hurt himself in his confusion. Like, okay.
There is a lot of stuff still
There
you could do.
is 1P is just getting 1P is just drinking.
I mean,
That's
it is in the spirit of the game, so. Ooh.
2P, okay, 2P gets their own juice. So it's a juice versus wine battle here.
Yep.
And 2P, I think, is going to take that any day of the week.
Juice is super helpful.
Yep, 2P getting smart, right? Again, there's a lot of fighting.
Ooh, good call out to just walk across for that hit.
2P's got crossover, but that's.
Oh, this is
a little bit of a tricky solve now with the. Yeah, but that's.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, no,
But One Piece
there's
still
not enough space.
One Piece still has a wine that they can pull out. Oh, they both have
Yeah,
wine
there's
now.
not enough space. 2P gets
Ooh.
Player 2.
it. Behold the power of Ba.
It all returns to Ba.
It sure does. Now, normally there is DLC and each character from the game actually can appear, but this setup does not have the DLC.
Oh! Caught lacking.
What?
Wow.
Keeping them honest.
Yeah.
Right?
You just got to do that.
Yeah, Spiral, you have a lot of abstract play. With the portals, you always run the risk of, okay, if I can push this row under a crucial block or the other guy, I win.
Yep.
So it's a really interesting niche that
I honestly
Spiral
love
plays.
it.
Yeah, I love every stage in Catherine because they all focus on the block.
Ooh, okay, that could have almost.
What?
What? He wasn't. He didn't have wide. He did not.
That was Catherine EXE has stopped responding, right? I don't even know like how to say that. Like, so Sig there should have been able to get the pillow hit, should have been able to like walk into that space and just been like, hey, I'm here now. And instead, pillow hit did nothing. And then he walked through Cat.
Try to get the second one, probably.
Right.
And then die.
And went too far because full body's movement system is a little bit weird. Stuff gets buffered when it's questionable. And then he died. So now I think Sig's going to feel that one. I think that Sig, yeah, both of these players, I think it's pretty even. I haven't seen
anything that tilts either way.
I think for a while, Cat kind of had some tournament nerves.
Yeah. Yeah,
when they were
I
first
think I
starting.
warmed her. I think I warmed her up. She beat my ass.
Yeah. So you've unleashed a monster.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you for that, Linus. You're responsible.
All right, I guess I'll have to take responsibility.
Yeah. But so it looks like Kat has really solved her nerves problem, I think.
Or she probably still has nerves and is just performing at an extremely high level.
Yeah, that's also
because of the adrenaline. Sometimes just get people going and.
Oh, 2P. I don't like seeing the juice when you know that.
You got
that's
that
not
easy
gonna work.
solve though.
Oh, he's got the stall. He's gonna turn around. He says, "I don't like that way." But he did make that work with the drop kick.
Oh, now we got two juices.
Two juices.
Oh, got that regrab.
He misses the opportunity to just straight up.
Okay, another juice. This is still.
2P's gonna drink up a little bit.
Oh, we got the invis. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
2P chose the wrong side.
Yep. That's just an L. You gotta hold that one.
You sure do. Zion will take that. I wonder if we're going to just keep seeing more conventional climbs, or if people are going to. Okay. I like seeing some early fights, but kind of chickened out a little bit. Just enough to say, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
What's
try to
up?
keep someone honest. Ooh.
Yeah. I love it when you start seeing players just do the single pillow hit kind of stuff. That shows a lot of confidence. Is how I take that. Just enough to like it didn't mean
Yeah, I
anything.
like this break.
Oh
right?
yeah, this break is sick.
You're forcing your opponent to really think about what they're doing and not just climb mindlessly.
Now though, it is okay. The tower kind of fixed itself, but I was going to say it's going to make left side a little bit lower, and so if you're trying to solve at the end on the left side, you're going to have a bad time.
Good reverse. 2P I don't think was paying so much attention to that, but
yeah. Oh, the skull makes it where whatever your last input was gets repeated. So you have to like kind of get your timing right. And so when you start seeing players scramble, that's what's actually happening is that
For sure.
they're, all messing up. But that was good from Sig. Yeah, Sig took that, right? I think P2 took that?
no, that was P1.
P1? Okay, so that was Cat.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, double guess myself. It's like, wait, is my eyes deceiving me? And I know I have bad eyesight, so.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean,
we're looking at
Catherine.
We're looking at Sig going back. Oh! That's dirty.
That's messed up.
That is dirty.
I'm calling Atlas.
Sig
gotta
getting
fix
revenge for that one hit that
stat.
didn't count.
Yeah, no, Sig's getting the payback. Oh, Sig tried that nasty little push there on the read that one team's gonna go up.
I'm liking where Sig's mind is at right now with how he's pushing.
Oh yeah, I love that crossover. One Piece doesn't really have too much to work with. They got the item, so it can work.
Sig he's looking for blood.
I love the way Sig is playing. He is moving. One Piece has got enough juice to stay away.
And that's all you need. Because look, she is keeping that distance.
That's it, once he got it.
Yeah. Because Sig's aggression, he didn't get anything meaningful out of it, so Cat kept their distance, and now we're on match point for Cat. All right, we got the juice. Let's see what Sig does with it. Okay, Sig is still trying to go aggressive. I don't know about using the juice there, but...
Oh, I got tripped up by who won on top of that. One Piece, that juice is just enough to like disengage.
Ooh,
you know?
Good push from Cat to just force Sig to go another way.
Force, a really bad solve.
Oh.
Let's see. He's gonna try a little push action.
But
That's just enough to make it a little. Oh, but One Piece got the block. That's it.
Oh wow. Oh. Oh,
that's messed up.
Oh, that's fucked.
Oh, that's super messed up.
Oh god. Sig tried so hard to bring that down, but just had just the right amount of time.
Yeah, Cat was showing off, was doing a little climb cancel, and Sig pushed it out, and Cat was like,
she's
wait
herself.
a sec. Cats always land on their feet, so I guess she ended up all right, but that was definitely...
Where's the butter toast when we need it?
Butter toast.
Just like tape it onto them and spin towards infinity. Because toast always lands butter side. Toast always lands.
Oh.
Yeah, so just tape toast, butter toast to Cat.
I see.
Yeah, never mind.
No, you got some kind of... You're on another level right now.
I've always been here. I've always been here.
Dude. You're playing classic, I'm playing full body. Like that's the level right now. I have to play MST.
Good luck.
Thank you.
MST and Shaz is not a match you want to miss, honestly. MST, the Hope from Japan, really came out here looking to win this tournament in particular, this event. Japan has kind of spearheaded the full body movement. So this is going to be really great to see because last climb cancel, I believe Shaz took it over MST and all the visiting Japanese players. So really trying to get their victory here. And even America went to Japan on their turf for Evo Japan, and we had Sig 2, Shaz 1. So Japan really, and MSC is holding their hopes here to get a dub for their country. Yo, sup, Flats?
What's up, my cousin?
Yo, how's it going?
I'm good, man. Really excited to see this match.
Oh yeah, we got the American powerhouse versus the Hope of Japan.
Hell yeah.
Let's get it.
The Hope of Japan. I like to hear that.
Yeah.
So now I know Hazel's Hope of Saccharin and MST's Hope of Japan.
He's the Hope of, yeah. He's bearing their burden. He's carrying them forward.
He's the representation.
Yep.
Shout out to Japan because that's really amazing. I never thought I'd just like be here with Japanese people, you know?
Oh no,
this game is amazing, and it's bringing people all the way across the globe.
And shout out to the man Mecha Sue, man. Spirit, dude, he is the OG of the Japanese community.
Oh, that's amazing.
He was showing up to Evos in America before any other Japanese players were.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to the homie, man. Holding it down when the scene was just young. And now we got so many great players out from Japan, such as like MST, Reno, Kim, K, Rahirai. There's so many great Japanese players now. And unfortunately, we couldn't get a lot of them out here, but we still had MST and Selena, which is still a great showing, and we love to see their play.
Right. Hell yeah. The more the merrier.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
you
sure.
You could be the worst player in the world, I'll still give you a big hug and say I'm happy you're here.
Exactly. Oh, torture chamber. And one thing I'll say is MST has looked on point for me this tournament. He's not making a lot of mistakes. So I'm interested to see how Shaz contends with him.
I would think he's been playing full body a lot more than we have.
Woo! Oh, that's hot.
So Shaz hit the middle kill like it was nothing.
I think that there was some skull shenanigans going on there that helped lead that up, but very good recognition from Shaz to take that power stance and say, nope, you're going down, homie.
I'm liking this middle thing in Torture.
Oh, that is some sketch stuff. Oh, God. MSC is playing with fire. Oh, such a good swap around.
That was an amazing push right there.
The switcheroo from MST. It looked like Shaz had him in the edge, but MST, with that more solid and consistent micro interaction, was able to read that situation and pull it around. Oh, he loses the wine in this case, though, but not sure if he cares about that. Shaz was trying to do some shenanigans breaking the stage, but I don't think MST cares right now. Oh, Shaz got trolled by the X Factor there. Was not expecting that.
I love how you can actually pull the block briefly before it pulls up.
Yeah, you can pull blocks in Catherine.
No, I'm sorry. Above the spike block. How you can pull out above the spike block. And you don't get killed by it.
Timing. Oh.
I'm saying compared to Classic.
Oh, there's so much wine here. Someone's getting drunk tonight. Oh, there is. Oh, there. Oh, good hit from Shaz. And if MST did not fall there, pay attention to Shaz's positioning. He held a great sidle on the left there, recognizing that if MST didn't die there, he had to play defense. So Shaz is on his point too.
Where do you think they're gonna go?
I think they're going to avoid stages like Inquisition. I think they're going to avoid close encounter. I think we may see an underground. Shaz has a penchant for that stage, and I don't know if MST would have qualms going there. I don't know how likely we are to see Cathedral or Imperial. Very curious what MST wants to go for, because I think MST wants kind of those more fighting stages. I think he's had like a preference for stages like Inquisition and close encounters. So see where they go, where the wind takes them. Shaz staring into the hearts of the camera.
Drum roll.
Quadrangle. Okay.
He hit the thumbs up. Quadrangle. Land of the ice.
Yep. And as we were talking about earlier on commentary, this stage really shines with the items. A lot of depth of play. So one person isn't necessarily out at any given time.
100%.
But because of the ice, people can mess up. So let's see who makes the first mistake.
Yeah, you definitely got to play a fair amount of games on this.
Oh,
that was very
God.
interesting.
That was
amazing
disgusting.
And aggressive approach.
Yeah.
That was one of the best starts I ever seen on Quadrangle.
No, Shaz went aggressive. He went for the throat, but MST was ready. He got the swap. He got the better positioning, recognizing what was happening, and then followed up with that aggressive kill shot, which is very surprising. Quick recognition.
Oh, great read. MST hit that beautiful pull read. I love how... Okay.
Yeah.
I love how considerate these guys are of the... You know how the block has the whole platform grid? There's a lot of interesting things you could do with that I haven't seen until today.
What in God's name is going on in this stage right now? Ooh,
Yeah,
I think Shaz just drop kicked
brutal.
MST into timeout down there. With the 3x3 blocks creating a really dynamic 3D environment. I don't think either player was super sure on what position to jockey for, but Shaz got that drop kick, sending MST down. Ooh, I like that block placement from MST. But not quick enough to get the hit on Shaz. Oh, what? All right, that's some jank stuff, timing-wise for Catherine. Ooh, good aggression from Shaz. Now look at that defense. He puts down the 3x3 block. He gets another one. Ooh. Oh, God. MSC trying to reach Shaz's soul there, but just too fast. Oh, the X Factor.
Oh, that. Oh,
Oh.
my God. Look at that. Great switch.
Oh, my God. This is so good. MSC read the situation and buffered out of the kill confirmed. Oh, they're brawling. They're brawling.
Yeah, this is a full body fight.
This is a battle of inches here, honestly.
Whoa.
And because of the ice blocks, they have to be extremely careful with their positioning. Ooh, that was a...
Yeah, these are two extremely experienced players. And look at
Yeah,
Shaz
yeah,
in the
oh my
sidle
God.
cover. In full body.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Yeah, Shaz came prepared. But man, that was like a battle. That was a very intense battle in several spots there. MSC really showed what he was made of by getting out of some really tricky positionings. But I think the more chaotic the stage got, the more in the element Shaz was feeling. Being able to find those specific power spots, and capitalizing.
Put it there, cousin.
All right, the representative of Saccharin's heading out.
Have a good night, Jeff.
And if you want to see more of Saccharin and support their community members, tune in tomorrow for the Catherine Classic Tournament, which will head off this event. I'd love to see you all there. But as for next up, what do we got next on the agenda? Oh, I'm seeing Shaz and Sig. Shaz and Sig.
That's going to be a great match to commentate.
Yeah. And again, props to MSC for coming all the way out here. I think he ends his event on 4th place, which is not a position of any shame whatsoever, considering the strength of this tournament.
I'm going to take a big risk. I'm going to try to use the restroom, and hopefully no one will take my spot.
I'll hold down the fort, but I will make no promises.
I'm
going to
speed run.
All right. Godspeed.
But either way.
Yeah, I mean, I am 2 people, always have been. But as I was saying, props for MSC for coming out and having such a strong performance. He was really showing some really aggressive movement and with the solidity of his play. So, in a bracket full of killers, can't be upset about 4th. Though, I guess he can be a little upset when middles, I think, are only top 3. But with that, America moves on, and we got our last 3, I believe. Which is Shaz, Sig, and Kat. Kat's sitting pretty at the top. She is sitting like a queen up there. Now, the right to face her, Sig and Shaz. Now, very curious where these 2 will go. Shaz always prefers a lot of the more fundamental stages like Underground. He's taking a penchant for Quadrangle since they've added items to it. As for Sig, I know he also likes Quadrangle, so I would not be surprised to see an early quad from them.
Underground Ram 3 close the Cathedral.
Ooh, Cathedral. Cathedral is not a stage we've seen a lot of, partially due to the fact that some minor additions to the stage make a lot of like the early openings players are familiar with more difficult to execute and not necessarily possible. So a lot of people have been avoiding it because a lot of the tried and true methods of climbing it is just the idiot push, which some players have an aversion to. But we'll see what happens here. Now, you're seeing a lot of early items from these players. I would not consider that too much of an advantage because of the size and stature of Cathedral. I will look towards to how much they use it, because there will be a lot of opportunities for them to pull it. So I would say they shouldn't be afraid to just pop it if they feel like they have an opportunity. So you see Shaz popping that X Factor to get up, and then Sig recognizing he needs to catch up. So that's really what we're going to look for in terms of item usage. Now, the path up isn't necessarily clear here. Okay. So you see the feathers falling. Cathedral is a stage where the gold block can spawn on either all 3 sides, basically meaning the left, right, or middle side. And you can kind of get a feel for what side it'll be on depending on where the feathers are falling on the screen. So right there it was falling down the middle, so Shaz was queued up in that middle section there and was able to convert on that win.
Player 2 has surged ahead.
And now Shaz is taking that early lead, which, let's see if he can convert on that. Sig isn't really pressing the issue and breaking the stage here. But now, with the skull coming up, now Sig is hot on his heels, pushing out the stage. He's trying to destabilize it to bring Shaz down now that he has a skull going on, but Shaz has made it to the right side. He's got an ability to cross left and right, so breaking the stage may not be as helpful anymore. Sig trying to still catch up. He's got some items. Let's see if he can use that 3x3 block for any sort of stability. Okay, use it. Ooh, oh. Unfortunate timing there. Got stuck with the hit and got crushed by the block. Welcome back, Flats, to the land of the living. We saw an exciting game
The speed run was successful, people. We're back.
Back at it. So you just missed a match on Cathedral.
Was it good?
It was good. Shaz felt like he was in the command position for a lot of that match. Sig was on his heels, biting at it, but one bad interaction out of the end there, he got caught slipping and got crushed by a block. So here we're going on the Imperial. Another very lengthy stage. So I'll be curious to see, do they take more of a climbing-based approach, kind of like in a Cathedral, or are they going to try to spice it up and fight a lot more over these spring blocks in particular?
Awaits the loser.
I think.
Player 2 has
All right,
surged
two
ahead.
players deciding to just say, hey, I'm just going to go. Got that X factor to make it work. But again, with the spring blocks, one thing to keep in mind, it's very easy to create these kind of like camera differences, which makes it hard to maneuver like this.
Definitely.
So if you have that opportunity to jump on that block and just let it go,
Why not?
yeah. And you see how it's coming to play. One player is struggling to catch up, and eventually, yes, as two player goes up and up and up, one player will not be able to see what they're doing. And you see it here. Shaz just couldn't see what he was doing, and that's just his death.
Right. Interesting that the roles kind of switched and who was, you know, stretching the camera.
I think Shaz was trying to pull out something specific down here. Well, yeah, look at this, what he's trying to do down here. He's purposely trying to uneven that stage, because sometimes you'll see players kind of jockey and fight for that middle platform area, so breaking it always gives that extra dimension to it. Now, Shaz is the one sprigging his way up, but I think there's no real advantage yet because 2P is right on his heels.
Ooh,
Yeah, really unfortunate spacing, yeah. Just short.
That's right, you got that. He didn't step up. Oh, he was ready for the push. Oh, but that worked out well. Kind of. No way to pull the backward staircase, but thank God he had the X Factor. And thank God the spring is there.
Yeah, this spring block, oh. Now this top part is always much of a struggle to solve. You see all those skulls. Oh, adding some 3-dimension.
Yeah, the platform is very, very helpful, especially on this stage.
Ooh, Shaz is trying to destabilize Sig, who's... Oh no, Sig is trying to destabilize Shaz, who's taking that upper position.
Whoa!
Good push by Shaz.
Yeah, that was an incredible push.
And
created so much distance between
thinking
them.
in 3D,
He's
thinking in
coming
3D.
around, thinking in 3D. He has that bounce. Nothing to grab.
Oh,
Shaz
my
trying
Lanta.
to get the freaking drop. Interesting.
Oh,
He's
wow.
still getting the grab on that block above.
Getting that
Beautiful switch
reversal,
right now.
putting
Sig is
Shaz back
coming
down
up.
there. But there's not a way to solve this top.
Preventing
it's
the
all
grab.
anchored on that bottom right there.
Yup. Don't let him get the push. Come on.
So
the same thing happened here.
they're stuck
step
here.
up, step up. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my Lanta. What the ba? Indeed, there is that X Factor someone can pick up. All right, Shaz goes for it.
What is
Ooh,
happening
this is looking
there?
bad.
That is rough. He's got the
And-
X Factor,
yeah,
so
but-
he could do something, but he's
Yeah,
waiting
however-
to push.
Oh, he was able to go all the way around the backside.
Yeah,
I did
that
not even
was
see that.
amazing. A lot of 3D solves that
Yeah.
game.
And this is what we mean by Catherine is a 3-dimensional game. You got to pay
100%.
attention to all the routes there.
Please do. Please do.
In that case, Sig had the perfect way to keep in the game, but Shaz held on to strong positioning there, recognizing if he tried to climb away, Sig could get right back in it.
Ooh, spiral. I
Spiral.
love to see some spiral.
I, as the Sultan of Spiral, approve of the selection. Now,
That's what I like to hear.
I'm expecting some high levels of aggression from Shaz. Some sharking, some early fights. That's my feel on how Shaz has been playing.
Ready? Go.
Let's see what they got.
Awaits the loser.
Immediately a start, a symmetrical start, very quick symmetrical start too. But now they're breaking up.
Good luck to both of you.
Yeah, and
Shaz with a little bit of a lead.
there is a wine in play, so we'll see if Sig can do anything with it. But Shaz has been holding strong in terms of, ooh, that
See,
3x3
I love
is.
how that is used to prevent other players from finding. That is so interesting to me.
I don't know if that wine glass is what Sig wanted there, particularly because that X Factor would have helped him skip some layers there.
Player 1, you're running out of time.
So now Shaz is on match point, and he's trying to shark a little bit. He's trying to do a little dirty.
Wow.
Wow.
Very, very aggressive.
And
You were right.
Yeah, and the thing to consider that Shaz was representing that he was going to be aggressive, but Sig stayed in it, and he got caught slipping. Even though he had that wine glass, right? I believe he had, but wasn't able to stay in a safe enough spot, and Shaz just picked away at it and found one mistake.
One
which
mistake, push, boom. GG's in the chat. That's the beautiful thing about this game, though.
Now Shaz,
and Shaz in general, too.
will get his run back against Cat. Which
is going to be cool to see.
Yep, because Cat was the one who sent Shaz to losers in a 2-0 fashion, might I add. So,
and Sig.
Yeah, so Shaz has revenge on his menu, and Cat has the responsibility of defending that first place that she's so coveting, because I don't think she's taken a tournament home yet. So this
I hope she does.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Cat to cement herself as like an amazing win in this tournament.
Cement.
Back.
And Cat is Saccharin affiliate, but she is a Call Me member, so we can't really take pride in it. But shout out to Cat, shout out to Shaz. This is going to be really exciting, and they're going 2 out of 3 on the rock, paper, scissors?
No, they're just going at
that
rock,
many
paper,
draws?
scissors. Shaz, his entire strategy is he'll lull you into a sense of comfortability by giving you the rock, and then he'll just change it on you.
I notice he always does rock.
He is the rock of the community.
Like Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah, except I don't know if Shaz is cooking anything.
Okay. There's a microwave in the room, though, right?
Yeah, but we don't have any food.
Okay. Wait. No. Selena dropped off, like, some goodies. Well, I mean, microwave, like, there probably is nothing compatible with the microwave. But yeah, you're right.
I thought we're out of everything. I think we're going to starve tonight.
Who cares? We'll survive.
I mean,
it's
I
about
want
the
food.
games and the shenanigans. It's not about the food, right?
Oh, my God.
What?
Nothing. You're killing me out here, Flats.
I'm killing you.
Yeah.
Why am I killing you?
Because I'm already dead, Flats.
Oh.
Come on. For reference, we've also abolished the concept of time.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So time no longer exists in the Catherine community. Oh, are they going straight into Spiral, or is this a button check here? Okay.
Button check, thank God, because that looked brutal. Shout out to Sackboy. Sackboy's the cousin of Saccharin.
Spiral
I have no point of reference for any of this. I'm sorry.
Spiral corridor.
Here I go.
You never played Little Big Planet?
No, I actually haven't.
In the login screen, one person had their picture as Sackboy from Little Big Planet.
Well, you're I still don't know what that means because I've never played the game.
It's just a little knitted guy, pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
It's a boy with a sack. He's made of a sack.
Wow. Okay.
Right, so here we are.
Okay, actually Spiral for real.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see if Shaz continues his aggressive play, or he changes. Ooh!
Wow.
We got the wine saving the day for Cat, which is honestly crazy. Because that was a sure kill from Shaz. Ooh, Shaz.
Wow.
Okay, Shaz is not playing around right now.
He's pulling, pushing.
Yeah.
He's trying to be basically as unpredictable as he can possibly be, and he's doing a terrific job at it.
He is looking to kill.
This is rough.
Yeah,
Cat's using the wine to try to cross.
Yep,
it's
perfect.
working out really well, thank God. The wine really changes the dynamic of Spiral a lot. Which
what is that swap? I don't think Shaz was expecting that swap from the X Factor, because normally when you perch above someone like that and the X Factor you into them, they just smack your butt and fall back down. But not something I think Shaz was looking at for in that situation.
Player 2, we're running out of time.
Ooh, and honestly, Skull on this map makes me want to gouge my eyes out. So let's see how Cat handles that. And she handled it.
Yeah, Skull on this map just seems like the worst time ever.
This stage and on Quadrangle, it's just not a good time. Oh, there is a wine. There's a wine and both an X Factor. Okay, I was expecting.
I mean, Cat has the option to go up, which thankfully Cat is taking.
Yeah, but with the X Factor, Shaz has an easy solve. And it gets another X Factor just to cap it off and say, hey, you know what? I got the solve, and I will solve it twice if I wanted to.
Exactly.
Who will be forced to accept punishment?
Shaz is trying to do something hot.
Whoa, okay.
Shaz,
Come on, press A. These people are forgetting.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So Cat showing up with the confirmed tech.
Crazy confirmed full body technique. Pin the flip, dropping off the side, confirming that middle kill.
Yep. And she set that up good, continuously getting that repin and pushing out the blocks just to have enough time to do it. And that's something you see MST do a lot of. So maybe she's literally cannibalizing the skill of the opponent she has slayed along the way. Food for thought. Huh?
Unnamed.
What do you mean unnamed?
The opponent slayed on the way.
There's a lot of people. She killed
all of them.
Yes. She has slain MST. She has slain Shaz, Sig. She's run the gamut and is absorbing their power like, I don't know, some reference I don't remember probably.
Kirby.
Yeah, sure, Kirby.
Yeah, Cat's getting a pretty decent speedy lead here.
Good push from Shaz.
Push out from Shaz.
I don't think Cat was expecting it to break that way.
No,
but
not.
very quick and dirty push by Shaz.
Player 1, you're running out of time.
And Shaz is representing a little bit more aggressive with how he's playing. He's taking it a little bit slow at the start, which to me indicates that he's looking for an opportunity exactly like that.
He literally used the wine, came up, around, boom, portal kill.
Yep.
That was really smart, and it was a long thought, but it was very well executed.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see it happen.
So when you see Shaz slow down like that, those are the moments you got to be careful. Because he is thinking something. And that moment, he was thinking, I want that person dead. Now look at him. Look at him reclining that chair.
You see how he looked up like that? He's like, he's doing some evil stuff right now.
He is scheming.
Shaz, stop scheming over there.
He's looking around like, who the hell is speaking to me? But like, look, he is just getting started.
This is amazing.
Shaz isn't even here yet.
He's not here. He's about to arrive maybe
now
after one rose.
We don't know. He's always been here, but he's never been here.
He's subconsciously playing this game. He's like in some type of sleepwalking craziness.
That's actually frightening.
Incredible cross. And Cat just kind of let it happen, which is interesting.
I mean, let it happen is fine. Though I don't think there's a lot to lose from doing it that way.
It seems like it benefited because fighting it out would have probably not resulted in this.
Now this is a bit sketch.
Yeah, that is an awful situation for Cat to be in. Okay. Worked out well right there. Oh, Shaz kind of missed that. Shaz could have stepped up right on time there. I don't know how he missed that, but
look at Cat. She can break away, but is instead trying to time Shaz out.
Yeah.
Force him to commit to a different climb.
Look at this. Shaz tried it 3 times. Like, this is incredible. Nothing to grab onto, but it's okay. You're still at the elevation. 2 blocks short from that. What can you do?
Oh, this is going to be awkward to try and solve for Cat.
Come on, Cat.
Ooh. Shaz is doing some tricky stuff.
There you go. You can push that out from both sides and get up somehow. Prevent Shaz from coming up too, especially.
Oh my god, this is looking really
that was
scary.
Not the best move right there. But you can still connect the sides and hopefully pull back a reverse there. No.
Yeah.
Great read on Cat's part. Oh, good grief. Trying to keep triggering this pin and doing it well.
Drops the pin, but ooh, misses the timing on the conversion. Misses the timing on the conversion.
Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Shaz is holding that position very well.
Oh.
I don't know if Cat remembers that.
She could go over the left.
Right.
I think she could go left.
Yeah, Cat could have went up the side.
I don't know if that was. Maybe she could have. I don't know.
I think so because you can. It goes by ledge in this game.
Yeah,
right?
she could have
Not
gone
by
left
space.
in X Factor, but she didn't notice that in time. But
right.
Shaz playing good defense either way. Oh, Shaz coming up. He stole that item and said, "Yoink, mine now," and darts off.
Are you playing Nick tomorrow?
No. Should I?
I think you should.
All right, maybe I should.
It's all up to you, but I love Nick.
Listen, I'm all in on Catherine because right now that's all we got. Now, Shaz is breaking away. which is now you're starting to see the camera difference come up. Cat doesn't have a clear idea of how to get up before the screen.
The camera disadvantage.
Yep. As soon as that camera scrolls up, if you don't have a plan immediately in mind, you're going to be left in the dust.
Look at that stare down.
Yeah, Shaz ain't playing, dog.
And they both stepped up like.
Loser Shaz is not a sight you see too often. So when you do see him, you better come prepared because he ain't playing around.
He's a vicious man.
He is a vicious man who is taking no survivors. Rightfully so. He is the current king of Catherine. He has everything to lose in this scenario. So he's just gonna play to kill.
Look at him. He's ready. With the call me hat.
Yeah, man.
What I'm curious about is how are the nerves for Kat. She did have a lot of very strong competition on the way here, but to be in this grind final stage, maybe putting a lot of pressure on her. We'll see if she's able to pull through and clinch the victory against Shaz. Down one game, we're headed to quadrangle.
Ooh. There we go.
Ooh, oh. Could have almost maybe got that conversion kill, but Shaz decided to climb instead. We got the double 3x3 block capping off Cat in this instance.
Shaking my head for those who can't see.
She finds a way up, but is getting stuck down below. Ooh. She may have gotten a break there. The right side that Shaz went up there was not easily climbable, and now it's in an awkward position.
Yeah, Cat is in a very strange position. I don't know why Cat's not crossing over. Okay, here we go.
No, she had to make a move much sooner than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Not reacting fast enough, and Shaz is definitely going to take the time to solve that. Shaz recognized early that side was no good, and Cat didn't make that decision quick enough.
Player one, you're running out of time.
So Shaz one rose away, one victory away from resetting this bracket.
Player one is in
Interesting. Cat's taking a decent lead.
Yep.
Didn't pull that block back on time. Okay.
Oh, my Lanta.
Could you get a pin in that situation? Or is there any situation you can get a pin in this game?
Pins don't work the way they do in Classic, but she got the pin there and was able to convert off that patented MST Japanese tech. So now we are tied up in this game.
And someone was telling me based on verticality you could hit a pin or something. Maybe I shouldn't believe him.
Listen, this may be tech that is forbidden and outside my scope.
Who knows?
Oh, Shaz trying to get dirty.
Whoa.
Oh, this is not looking good.
Could have been a freaking collapse right there, but thankfully we got some dark blocks ready on patrol. They're doing a great job at keeping on track. We got Cat significantly ahead.
All right, but Shaz did get an X Factor. So with the way this stage is currently set up,
looks like Cat is still climbing very efficiently.
Yeah. Oh. I saw.
That was very nice how Cat pushed the block above Shaz like that. I don't know why she didn't push out, but it's okay. Pull back works the same.
Yeah. Now that was just good straight up climbing from Cat. Shaz did get some items there like that X Factor, but wasn't able to convert it in a meaningful way to get back up. Maybe stage pushing would have helped him out there, but Cat staying solid in the lead and converting that.
What is the place on the line right here? Fourth? Third?
This is Grand Finals.
Oh, this is Grands. What am I, out of my mind?
Dog, where have you been?
I don't know. Probably in the past. Time doesn't exist, right?
But the future is now. And now we're in the last game of set one. Oh, Shaz just freeze there?
Well, potentially set one.
Yeah. Shaz looking to keep his tournament alive and take the win. Oh my god, that was such a strong butt bump.
I do want to see 2 sets, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yo, more games is always good, but there's also something to be said about wanting to see Cat clutch it out here.
100%.
It takes a lot of energy out of these sets.
Cat is family, Saccharine family, so we always want to see something like this.
What the bah? Oh, Shaz is doing some dirty stuff.
We should go to Royal Farms.
No, please, no. I had that at like 2 a.m. the other night and it killed me. Wow. Cat got out of the way to let Slaz slide off.
This is it.
That was a
potentially.
Really, I don't know if Shaz was getting greedy there for the kill there, but either way, Cat sidesteps it out of danger. Now Shaz will have to be really careful because now he's on his tournament life.
Oh, good grief.
Ooh, okay.
Amazing dark block placement.
All right.
Cat
What do
is
we see
taking a
Paradise?
very decent lead.
Okay, we saw it, Paradise. We saw
Paradise, yep. Oh, pulling back once again. Great push.
Oh, this is not looking. Oh.
There we go. Go up, please go up. Waiting on the kill.
Oh.
The amazing swap on Shaz's part. What is going on here?
Oh, they're fighting.
Oh, good
my
God.
Lord.
Shaz is hitting the bracket reset.
Oh, my Lord.
Woo! Bracket reset, guys. Let's go. Let's get hype in here. Woo!
Oh, my
Let's
Lord.
go.
That was a really messy fight at the end there with how the stage was broken apart there. But Shaz making sense of the insanity there. I think Kat was just, her timing was off maybe just by a split second there, and getting that confirmed, Shaz was able to buff her out and bring it back. Now that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
This
if
hurts.
you're
Like,
Kat.
it hurts me. Like, I'm feeling all the tournament nerves and
yeah,
not even in.
yeah, it's not. So now what I'm gonna be looking for to see is if Kat can keep it together, rally from that, because that's gonna be a hard loss. But she's got another couple games to readjust, to get her feet back, and take a stab at the king.
100%. This is really exciting.
It's not often you see the king and losers, and especially with Kat, who has been coveting, the success like this, that such a great player perhaps deserves their shot at the king and the crown. So you love to see this.
I love to see this. I think everybody loves to see
Oh, they're all ready. They're good.
this.
We got this mood lighting going on. Oh baby, we're ready.
I love how the parking lot lights are purple. It's just like, whoo, whole venue's magic.
Oh yeah. And we're watching some magic here. Oh, back to Spiral. Kat did take the first game here very nicely, but has struck back, so let's see if he can pull out that same aggression.
Wonderful line, which is amazingly effective on the
Ooh, he does have a line.
Bit of a lead there. We do know that they both have X Factor now, which is cool.
Now,
there's a line, right across.
not good use of the line from Kat. I think she was kind of uncertain about her path there, and I think Shaz has a good way to solve. Yep, with that X Factor.
Player 2.
Sometimes the problem with wine glass is you get double-minded on, do I have enough time to climb through? Do I have enough time to do a setup? So wine isn't always as much as a free pass as you think it is. Now Shaz is doing some sauce stuff down there. I'd be really careful if I was Kat. If she ain't climbing fast enough. Okay, I like that use of the 3x3 block to add some stability to the structure.
Backwards staircase is the wave.
Yep.
Always the wave.
And the thing to know is that since full body plays at a much faster speed compared to original Catherine, that climbing out of those types of breaks is way more possible.
Ooh. Very interesting read. Hits a good push out. Amazing read going across the pull.
Oh, I don't know about that pull is what Kat wanted.
Yeah, that was kind of backfired, that read there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the push she wanted, but now she's back in it. Trying to chip away at Shaz's structure there. She does have a block, something that I can use.
Both of them got sucked in by that portal. Looks
Here's a
like they're
very
both going to
interesting
stall
thing you
on
can
both
do here.
edges here.
Is that, okay.
Oh, thank God for that quick speed.
Kat does have a 3x3. She can use it for a hot
Push
shot.
and then go to the other side, right? Couldn't you push that out? Oh, no, there's no block underneath it.
Yeah, she could have.
Oh, what an interesting scenario.
There is some depth to the stage. Oh, what?
3D solve, can you go in and push one out?
She can push left, push right. No. I think what happens is when she got that lead there, I think she just took too much time to find a way forward. Sometimes you need to be decisive and just start pushing things. It doesn't work, but it's rough.
This is really something else.
I wonder if they'll go back to quadrangle. Because I know that's the stage they both like. If I was quiet, I don't know. I don't know what the move is against Shaz in this position is. If you're feeling lucky, you can go for the Inquisition 50-50. Okay, clock tower. Okay. Cat does have player 1, so she inherently has the advantage on clock tower. Not a bad pick. Shaz, fully aware of what the gimmicks are in here, will do his best to avoid it. So you may not see anything there. However, Cat's taking that advantage where she can. And by that, I mean, if they both race towards the middle, like what Cat just did, try to cross over to get that kill.
Ooh.
Oh, not quick enough.
Oh,
Shaz,
good grief.
Oh, wow.
That
Bunch
was
of
amazing
reversals.
on Cat's part.
First,
Reverse, try to come all the way around town, reverse again. Cat dropped him.
First off, understanding the timing there, Shaz was able to find the right timing to buffer out. Oh. Now Cat's the one looking for blood. Forces Shaz to use the item to say, all right, we ain't playing this game before she decides to move on.
Oh. I love to see all these pins, and the way that heavy block drop is making it look really rough, but that flip right there with the pullback was insane.
Yeah, Shaz realizing that he wasn't going to get in time to get that head off, but pulling that block when Cat was set on there, really good recognition to find that kill, but Cat's not backing down. She's going over there. She's looking for the kill shot.
Is MST playing Classic as well?
Of course, probably.
It's very exciting. Oh, okay. Great drop. Made Cat get a significant lead here. Well, I don't want to call it significant, but it's pretty...
It's a hot lead. It's a hot lead.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot lead.
Okay, now
you're about to get a hot close.
I think what's
Flip
tripping
flop.
up Cat here is that the stage is not positioned in a very conducive angle.
No,
it's
definitely not.
Okay.
Why? Okay.
Double X Factor. She gets 1. Ooh.
Oh.
She got tripped up on the left side there
Good
because the
God.
stage fell down at different depths. So she got stuck on that left side because it was just at a very odd angle to cross back over.
That was a really just awful setup. I would have tried to cross over or something, but you know.
Yeah, sometimes you get frozen. You think that, oh, I can make this work, and unfortunately, it's tough sometimes.
Yeah. It's interesting, too, to see, just like as most of us are playing Classic, you can kind of see the little stuttery moments where, oh, I want to do something that would work in Classic, but I can't do that here, so let me take a second to think.
And thinking about it on it, now Shaz is up 2-0 in the set. The fact that that last quadrangle match went the way it did for Kat is really unfortunate considering her tournament wins. Looks like Shaz has made the adjustments.
We're going to see, yeah, Shaz is really making quick adjustments. That man is ridiculously smart, as we all know.
What do you like about player 1?
Does Shaz play this game a lot, do you know?
Nah, he just plays it recreationally. You know, every now and then.
Right.
No, of course he plays this game a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, I know he plays a lot of Classic.
The thing is that Shaz is so solid that a lot of the skill kind of transfers over in terms of his knowledge. He just thinks about this game in a very deep way that kind of transfers between the two.
Whoa. That was an amazing exchange. Shaz hit a great double read with the pullbacks there.
Got that X Factor though, so Cat will have a way. Ooh, almost fell for the...
I have a question for player 1. What do you hate about player 2?
She's taking too much time to climb up. I think... Now, one thing that I know is that the wine glass will make you not like immune to...
Sliding off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and it looks like Shaz is going to 1-1 this round.
Yeah. Cat was struggling to get her footing there and find a solid climb up, so...
Potentially the moment of truth right here.
Yeah. Well, Shaz come back after a messy quadrangle fight to bring back his bracket back to a solid 3-0. Will Shaz prove he's the king, or will Cat make the adjustments needed to say, not today, buddy?
Very interesting position. Oh,
Cat takes the dominant top side position, starts climbing forward. All right.
Shaz taking a pretty decent lead here.
Yeah, but Cat has the item, gets the X Factor. Oh, that block.
Oh, yeah. What an amazing freaking situation right there.
Ooh.
That block just dropped right on top of Cat. And Shaz holding that position with the sidle. The block's going to fall, but
No, he
Shaz
got it.
has the...
That's it.
Shaz
got it.
take grants at you, bro. Shaz takes the tournament. Congratulations to Shaz. It's amazing. Once again, we got Shaz on top.
Proving that he is
Truly
the king.
is the king, 100%. And also, we have an amazing honorable mention to Kat for taking second there. It's an amazing, amazing tournament, guys. Thank you all for watching. And
I don't know if we'll have Shaz or Kat come up on here. Maybe
yeah, I was gonna say I'd love to do an interview if they want to come up.
You can do it. Shaz, you want to come on up? Bring the king up. The king.
Shaz, my cousin, put her there.
My brother.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Taking on the full body. How do you feel?
Feels good. I did not expect it. Oh yeah, let's get you back in. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that really going into losers. I was like, all right, I guess time to put on the Jets. I think in that last set, it really did feel like Kat maybe like ran out of gas a little bit. I think I just had the stamina game of, all right, I'm just gonna keep it going. Like,
100%.
But Kat knocked me into losers, so like Kat's super good.
Kat was playing incredibly well today, and I honestly think there was one crucial decision before the bracket, before you hit the reset, that really led to a lot of things you made possible in that reset.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there was certain decisions that were made, and you really took one of Kat's exploits. I can't remember the exact situation, but there was one exploit that Kat had on that situation where you just hit the reset, and boom, here we are.
Yeah. I think one thing that Kat was like getting me a whole bunch was the kind of thing where they would knock me behind the stage and knock me off, and I was missing all sorts of like push to drop to knock them off. But there was, I think, on one of the stages, Clock Tower, they were waiting to reversal, and I just pulled the block out, and they fell off the back. So like, I just was playing. I guess like a lot of my style is. Yeah. A lot of my style is very like, I try to just play the player. I don't play the game. I'm like, okay, what is this other dude going for? Then let me try something. So took me a little bit, but I figured it out. I think I just lasted longer. But Kat incredible. Everybody here incredible. You guys were incredible, Saccharin.
Thank you.
Your little crew. So I hope somebody somewhere,
Big
you know,
crew. The biggest crew in the Catherine community.
Get out of town. Do Rofo represent? All the Maryland players are Rofo.
I was telling Linus we got to swing by Royal Farms by some point, but he was like, no, they gave me a stomach ache.
I hit him with the 2 a.m. Royal Farms, and Royal Farms, if you're watching from somewhere else, is a gas station chain around here. They have good chicken, but any gas station at 2 a.m., you're not going to get anything good. Nothing good happens past midnight. So, yeah, it bodied him. He went 0-2 against Royal Farms. Anyway,
you guys still repping Rofo?
Oh yeah, we're still repping.
Are we concluding the stream?
Yeah, that was the last event for today. Tune in sometime tomorrow. We're going to be streaming more stuff.
100%.
All sorts of games.
Thank you so much for everybody who stuck all the way to the end. We appreciate the people who come to the end. And please come tomorrow. We're going to do great things.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Saccharin, let's support some Saccharin tomorrow.
Yeah, there is a Catherine Discord. I think that's just Bang Catherine that pops up. So if you're somewhat interested or thought this was cool, or maybe not, you don't want to join in, but you want to spectate more, keep an eye on the Discord.
100%. This game is extremely accessible. It has a lot of intellect. It's not input intensive, so there's not really that big of a learning curve. Just take some time, familiarize yourself with the game, play with enough people, and you're going to learn a lot of habits that are going to make you good at this game. It's really a very inclusive game.
Yeah.
Everybody check it out, please. And have a beautiful night.
Beautiful. night. Yeah, amen.